Welcome to this presentation of Mingus Union High School Varsity. Today's broadcast can be heard on KYBC 96.3 FM, 100.3 FM, and on Verde Valley TV Sparklight Channel 1056, online at verdevalleytv.com, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies on 89A in Cottonwood. They rock your world. Best by Far Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. When you need plumbing experts, they are the best by far. The Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, helping businesses grow today to create a stronger tomorrow. Hyundai of Cottonwood on Rodeo Drive in Cottonwood, where every day is a great day in a Hyundai. Salt River Materials Group. For 60 years, they've been a premier employer and community supporter in the Verde Valley. Taylor Waste, one of your last local options for trash and recycling pickup in the Verde Valley and Quad Cities. Larry Green Chevrolet, the people place. Find them online at larrygreenchevrolet.com. 360 Automotive, getting your car road ready for sports, school, and family. Manhattan, they've got you covered with a hat for every sports team or a make-it-your-own hat. Tack Fabrication, honesty in metal fabrication. Find them online at tackfabrication.com. Gale's Chocolates, delicious handcrafted chocolates in Old Town Cottonwood. They do it for the love of chocolate. Tiffany Construction, building Arizona since 1925. Big Brand Tires, local service, national warranty. Find them on 89A in Cottonwood. Rock Zoo Screen Printing, custom t-shirts, embroidery, and screen printing. State Farm Agent Savannah Fudge. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. U.S. Air Force Recruiting. Nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force. Find more at airforce.com. Western Valley Builders, constructing your Verde Valley projects. Suzy Q Market, drinks, snacks, fuel, and more, all at the Suzy Q Market on 89A in Cottonwood. Jones Ford Verde Valley, Arizona's best. Find them online at jonesfordverdevalley.com. All Price Insurance, let them help you find the best insurance for your needs on Main Street in Cottonwood. And D-Best Plumbing, for plumbing on new construction, repairs, and more. D-Best will get your plumbing problems solved right the first time.
Well, it is the night that you have been waiting 42 weeks for. It is back to Mingus Marauder football. Jackie Bessler along with you. Nick Yatsenko off to my left. A special Thursday night football down here in the Bowl. We're down here in the Phoenix area taking on St. Mary's at Washington High School. So it is going to be so hard for me not to call them the Rams tonight.
Yeah, really weird that we're at a different high school tonight. Not at St. Mary's does not have a home field.
No.
So they play all over the valley wherever there's availability, and tonight it's Washington.
Tonight it is Washington renting the stadium here for the Rams, and of course it is a warm one, especially
106 degrees, Jackie.
106 what?
Degrees. 106 at kickoff. Thankfully, we're in a nice cool box. Because I can tell that those guys are already dripping with sweat down there on the field.
I was down there with them, and I was dripping with sweat.
And of course, there's always a chance for dust storms, too. We've got a warning in the valley here that's good till about 9 p.m. tonight. So hopefully the dust stays away from us, but always a chance down here in the valley.
Interesting. That's why it's always so murky up in the Verde Valley, is all the dust moving up forward. No, I'm serious.
Yeah, that's
seriously.
Right.
So Mingus last year, 0-10, coming off a tough season, looking for something new. St. Mary's 7-5 last year, winning the first round of the play-in round, and then first round of the playoffs actually, and then ran into the Titans versus Arcadia, lost 50-25 in round number 2 of the 4A state playoffs last year. This game, 37-15. It was actually close until we got about halfway through the second quarter, and then St. Mary's started to step on the gas a little bit.
It really was. We were in that game last season. I mean, and I know the Marauders are going to be thinking about that. A lot of these guys are returners, which we're going to talk about coming up. But yeah, Jackie, we were in it last year. This St. Mary's team is a playoff team, so this is going to be a great test to start the season.
Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to get into our Suzy Q Market pregame report from Washington High School, the Mingus Marauders, and the St. Mary's Knights coming up after this.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare over 150 different insurance companies for home, auto, commercial, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance in Cottonwood.
I'm here for service and ready for battle.
No need. We're your neighborhood go-to for easy, fast, and friendly car care. Tires, brakes, oil, and free services like flat repair, alignment check, and brake inspection.
So no upselling, overpricing, or fake repairs.
Nope.
And I get all that free stuff.
Yep. So you don't really need all this.
Big brand tire and service. Big on fast, big on friendly.
For over 20 years, Roxu Screen Printers has been the Verde Valley's choice for custom business and sporting apparel. Bring your ideas and logos to Roxu Screen Printers and watch as your creations come to life. Choose from an extensive selection of items available for your company, team, or organization's logo. From t-shirts and hats, specialty items, and embroidered company attire, you can get started with a quote by calling 928-646-5734 or email dawn@rockzoo.com. That's ROKZOO.com.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We are homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $19 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
The stadium is a monument to what you've done. The mountain is the question of what you'll do next. From the asphalt to the altitude, the climb demands everything. Traction, torque, an engine that refuses to stall when the incline breaks the rest. You don't reach the summit as a passenger. You reach it by taking command. Because greatness isn't just about standing at the peak. It's about the relentless machinery inside that gets you there. Playmakers, Drive Jones.
And back here at Washington High School, home of the Rams, it's the Mingus Marauders and St. Mary's Knights. Jackie Bessler along with Nick Yatsenko. Want to welcome everybody to the Suzy Q Market pregame report. All the best road trips start with a stop at Suzy Q Market. More drink and snack options for the whole family, and Suzy Q Market is your last local gas station in the area, serving Cottonwood for 53 years. So when you shop at Suzy Q Market, you keep your dollars local. Last year, the Mingus Marauders falling to the St. Mary's Knights in game one, week one, 37-15. Luke Horn had, he was 11 for 19, 303 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, a quarterback rating of 120.1, which is absolutely phenomenal. You had Brown on the ground with over 100 yards, 101 yards, averaging 7.2 yards per carry. Cannon had a field day, 201 yards on 3 receptions, 3 touchdowns. He was always behind the defense last game, and Chavez added another 3 receptions for 61 yards. He should be a factor here tonight as well. Lewis led the Knights with 16 tackles against the Mingus Marauders. They had 2 sacks plus 2 interceptions. Hooks had both interceptions against the Mingus Marauders last year in this game. However, the Mingus Marauders, Bejarano had a pretty decent game. He was 19 for 29. That was the first time we had actually seen a Mingus Marauder quarterback throw the ball 29 times in a game. 204 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Shane Chupp had 24 carries, almost 100 yards, had 93 yards last year. Juju had a 93-yard touchdown, which was absolutely phenomenal. More jukes and jive in that one, an entire disco back in the 70s. Dawson Rice had 7 receptions, 73 yards, and a touchdown as well. Hossaman had a sack. Moore had a couple of sacks. Moreno had an interception here in the game. So, unfortunately, it was just that Mingus was not deep enough, couldn't keep up pace here with the St. Mary's Knights last year. Both these squads almost about the same as far as number of kids on the roster, which will certainly make a whole bunch of difference here. Now, last year was the only time that I have seen St. Mary's and Mingus match up, so St. Mary's is 1-0. However, there is a connection between these two teams that's not even on the field.
Yeah, Jackie, very interesting fact here. So this is going back to the summer practices and the summer camps, and both of our team's quarterbacks tonight on the field, which will be Horn and Bejarano, during this summer have worked with the same quarterback coach.
No kidding.
The same quarterback coach who signed and played with the Buffalo Bills in 2003, Chad DeGrenier, and he played quarterback at Washington State University. Chad also played quarterback in arena football for the Rattlers and the Carolina Cobras. And yeah, Jackie, fun fact, both these starting quarterbacks tonight, both juniors, both played last year as sophomores, have had great training over the summer by a NFL level coach, and I can't wait to see these guys debut tonight.
That'll be absolutely huge. So obviously both quarterbacks are probably right now talking about, okay, he has a little trouble going left. If he goes left, I mean, talking about the weaknesses or the strengths of each other, because they've watched each other all season long, right?
Right. You've got to be giving your defense some tips, right?
I would think so.
If you know the other player, you got to be giving your team the insight.
We're going to take a break here in our Susie Q pregame report. When we come back, we'll look through 2025 stats between both teams. We'll also talk about, unfortunately, some players that won't be able to play here tonight. And we'll be back to Washington High School after this.
Whether you're doing new construction, a remodel, or just filling in the bare spots, there's only one place to go in the Verde Valley for the best in rock, sand, gravel, and boulders, Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies. They also stock flagstone, bagged Portland cement, Belgard pavers, Phoenix pavers, Acker stone, artificial turf, and now even rebar and culvert. Make them your one-stop shop, have it delivered, or stop by their yard on 89A in Cottonwood. Let Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies rock your world.
Larry Green Chevrolet has been an important partner to this community for over 30 years. Whether it be offering outstanding service and deals to the Verde Valley or providing support to schools, charities, and community events, we have made it a part of our business. We love and support the growth and future of Cottonwood and our surrounding areas. That's why we refer to our dealership as the People Place. Larry Green Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Mingus Softball. Go Marauders!
Hello, this is Chris with TAC Fabrication, your local provider for all things metal fabrication. Whether you need structural steel welding and fabrication, custom gates and architectural elements, or precision TIG welding, our experienced team has the necessary certifications and knowledge to finish the job with precision and quality. Give us a call or check out our website at tacfabrication.com or 928-204-1095.
The Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce is proud to support the businesses, families, and future of our community. From job fairs and ribbon cuttings to free community events and networking opportunities, they're helping local businesses grow and creating meaningful connections that last. Because when the community thrives, our kids do too. Join the movement today at verdevalleychamber.org. Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, helping businesses grow today to create a stronger tomorrow. Go Marauders!
The Verde Valley turns to Western Valley Builders for custom homes and commercial buildings. Count on Western Valley Builders for ground-up construction, including dream custom homes or spectacular remodels for the perfect living area or bathroom you've always wanted. Western Valley Builders can even remodel your outdoor play space. Proud parents of Mingus quarterback Hunter Bejarano. Call Western Valley Builders at 928-301-4300. That's 928-301-4300.
The Susie Q Market pregame report continues here. The St. Mary's Knights hosting the Mingus Marauders down here at Washington High School. 106 degrees outside. Taking a look at the 2025 stats here for the Mingus Marauders. Hunter Bejarano is the quarterback, 87 for 203. A 1,000-yard passer at 1,019 yards. And a passing completion ratio of 4.29 last year. 7 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, but he was certainly learning, and I saw the growth during the course of the season as he just got better and more comfortable in the pocket, got so much better running the ball as well. Janez returns here for the Mingus Marauders. He had 10 carries for 30 yards last year. He will definitely be running the ball. We're going to see Ortiz running the ball here for the Mingus Marauders. Several returners in the receiving categories. Dylan Midkiff had a couple for 25 yards. Hossaman 8 catches for 33 yards. Moreno had 5 for 51. Tim had 9 for 137. Carrillo returns with, he had 2 for 18. Moore had 8 receptions last year for 84 yards, and Ortiz had 3 for 47. 19 turnovers on the season here for the Mingus Marauders as they gave up the ball a little bit too much during the course of last season. Some returning players from the defensive end. Moreno had 61 tackles, 66 for Moore. He led the team last year, 38 for Hossaman, who is back. And for the Mingus Marauders as well, you had lots of returning players. You had Backus, who had another 27 tackles last year. Sacks leading the team, well, Hossaman and Moore tied with 3. They had 3 apiece. Mingus ended up with 5 total interceptions on the season with 8 fumble recoveries, 13 takeaways with a turnover ratio of a -6. Taking a look at the St. Mary's Knights, how about this? Luke Horn, 201 completions out of 311 last season. He had, let's see, 2,681 yards, a completion ratio of almost 65%, 21 touchdowns, only gave up the ball 7 times. Mingus got him once, though. So he had a quarterback rating of 105 last year. Brown, 237 carries for 1,277 yards, 900-plus yard games out of 12 during the course of the season. 22 touchdowns. He led the team there. Chavez had 119 yards, 340 yards for Luke Horn, so he will run the ball as well. Cannon is going to be a definite threat here today as he ended up with 73 receptions on the season, 1,316 yards, 12 touchdowns. Chavez added another 5 touchdowns and over almost 600 yards on the season as well. 10 turnovers for the season, but defensively, they did exceptionally well. They lost several senior defensive players from last year, but they had 24 takeaways with a turnover ratio of plus 14 on the season, which is just absolutely phenomenal. Mingus, I got to turn around and say, though, got off to a good start here. They scrimmaged Carl Hayden a couple of weeks ago, and I thought they did really well.
Yeah, same here, partner. I thought the scrimmage versus Carl Hayden was a good momentum boost for the Marauders coming out. Last year didn't go as good in the scrimmage and then finishing 0-10. So you're looking for any kind of win, and I thought the Marauders had that in the scrimmage. I mean, they, for all intents and purposes, you don't keep score in a scrimmage, but the Marauders had 2 scores to Carl Hayden's none. So okay. I do too.
Okay, all right.
So Mingus scored twice. Carl Hayden did not score. So the Marauders' offense looked good. They finished when they were in the red zone. We saw Bejarano throwing it a little bit high at first and then calm down throughout the scrimmage. So it was really nice to see them start to build some connections on offense. Defensively, we only gave up 3 first downs during the scrimmage. I mean, Carl Hayden had 10 plays every single time, and and sometimes more, and that was like they took turns with the ball, right? There's no punting or kicking.
Right.
And the Marauders were ruthless. They were great. A lot of tackles for loss. You and I were chanting in the box, TFL, tackle for loss. And then on top of that, Jackie, I kind of marked down 2 defensive scores. There was a fumble recovery that the Marauders had and an interception that the Marauders had that very well in a game situation could have gone for 6 points for the Marauders.
Well, it looks like it enthused the Mingus Marauders as well. A good practice week for Mingus. However, when we come back, we're going to take a break here in our Suzy Q pregame report. 2 key players are not going to be on the field here tonight. Here for the Mingus Marauders, we're going to talk to you a little bit more about that when we return to Washington High School. The Mingus Marauders and St. Mary's Knights. We'll be back after this.
When you're looking for a plumber, no matter the job, call The Best Plumbing. From energy-saving tankless water heaters to whatever remodel project you have in mind, from the simple to the exotic. The Best Plumbing prides themselves on quality workmanship and efficiency for a fair price. If you want plumbing done right the first time, call The Best Plumbing at 928-567-8755 or find them online at d-bestplumbing.com.
For over 25 years, Best by Far has been your trusted name in heating and cooling across the Verde Valley. Whether your heat pump's acting up or your mini split's making you miserable, we've got the fix. We service all makes and models, air conditioners, furnaces, heat pumps, and more. Need a replacement? We offer a variety of solutions from efficient upgrades to simple fixes. Now offering plumbing services too. Call Best by Far at 928-282-2250 or visit besthvacbyfar.com. That's far with 2 R's.
For over 6 decades, Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement has proudly supported youth sports here in the Verde Valley. From baseball and softball to football and basketball, they empower young athletes to reach their full potential. Salt River Materials Group employees are actively involved, giving back to the community through coaching, mentoring, and volunteer efforts. With a strong commitment to environmental stewardship, they're helping to build a brighter Verde Valley. Visit srmaterials.com. Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement, building a stronger Verde Valley today and tomorrow.
The Verde Valley turns to Western Valley Builders for custom homes and commercial buildings. Count on Western Valley Builders for ground-up construction, including dream custom homes or spectacular remodels for the perfect living area or bathroom you've always wanted. Western Valley Builders can even remodel your outdoor play space. Proud parents of Mingus quarterback Hunter Bejarano. Call Western Valley Builders at 928-301-4300. That's 928-301-4300.
I'm here for service and ready for battle.
No need. We're your neighborhood go-to for easy, fast, and friendly car care. Tires, brakes, oil, and free services like flat repair, alignment check, and brake inspection.
So no upselling, overpricing, or fake repairs.
Nope.
And I get all that free stuff.
Yep. So you don't really need all this.
Big brand tire and service. Big on fast, big on friendly.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready here for the Mingus Marauders and the St. Mary's Knights. I want to thank Suzy Q Market for being one of our sponsors out here and our pregame sponsor. You can use the convenient drive-thru for anything in the store. In fact, it is a great thing, especially when you got kids in the car. You don't even have to get the kids out of the car. You just drive through and go, hey, I need 2 sodas.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, that's convenient.
You have one of those things, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. Not only that, but you can enjoy real service from real people, no impersonal self-checkout terminals out there. So, Mingus Marauders, as we see the St. Mary's Knights coming out onto the field here, the Mingus Marauders are going to be without 2 key players here tonight. One of them, unfortunately, injured in the scrimmage game.
Yeah, boy, Midkiff took a huge hit, and on just maybe the second play of the scrimmage, it was tough to watch. It was a great football hit, just hit him up high, and yeah, Dylan Midkiff will be out for at least a few weeks, we know. I know spirits are high. We got a chance to ask Aaron, Coach Midkiff, how Dylan was doing, and spirits are up. He's here with the team, so that's important. And yeah, I mean, what a big hit, and talk about starting off the season. Boy, that was a tough start for Dylan, but I'm sure he'll bounce back, and we'll see him.
Certainly so. Not only that, but Pelletier, which is a name that Mingus Marauder, fans are definitely going to recognize out here. Pelletier is a definite Mingus Marauder name. Pelletier has not been cleared. He is a transfer student, but he has not been cleared yet to play, and we are just dying to see him on the field here.
Yeah, and that's the son of Casey Pelletier, and I'm lucky enough to gotten to play on the same field as Casey Pelletier, and let me tell you, he was a scary guard for the Marauders. He was a beast. He was a senior when I was a freshman, so he was kind of showing me the ropes. So, and the ropes were pretty tough.
I'm pretty much sure he showed you the turf.
Oh, yeah, several times.
Indeed. All right, so keys to the game here before we get into our coin toss out here. Week 1. What are we going to see week 1?
Yeah, week 1's going to be rough when it comes to penalties, Jackie. We got to really watch penalties. We talked a little bit during the break on this. It's the very first game of the season for both teams. So you might get some false starts. You might get some not lined up on the line of scrimmage correctly. You're going to get some of those technical errors on the first game, second game of the season. So if the Marauders can limit that, that's huge. That's a highlight point. And then finishing when we get in the red zone. That was a bug for us last year. We were able to find the red zone, bear crawl our way to the red zone, and then not finish. And so Marauders get it done when they're in the red zone this season.
So the Mingus Marauders and the Knights coming out for our coin toss, which is brought to you by Savannah Fudge, your Cottonwood State Farm agent. Oh, there is Savannah. She is going to do the coin. No, she isn't going to do the coin toss, but we're going to do the coin toss out here. Of course, Savannah is a Cottonwood native graduating from Mingus, Yavapai College, and NAU. And, of course, she is in a familiar place. How about 879 Cove Parkway in Cottonwood? Exceptional personal service from a fantastic staff as we get underway here with our coin toss here. Did you catch and see who our Mingus Marauder captains were out there here today?
I know I saw Big Pat, and it looks like the Marauders won the toss. And they're going to defer.
Looks like Houseman is out there for the Mingus Marauders. And catch number 4. Patton is number 66 out there.
Yeah.
And it looks like Ortiz wearing number 9. And so the Mingus Marauders are going to be kicking off here first to the squad. Oh, of course, Hunter Bejarano, yes. It's going to be the other captain out there for the Mingus Marauders. So, interesting enough, let's talk about the line here for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, offensive line, Jackie. We're junior heavy. On the tackle, we're going to have Alex Argueta. Then we'll have Ricky Cruz at the guard position next to him. Trenton Patton at that center position. Landon Backus at the other guard. Will Lacker on the other side. On the edge, we're going to see Tristan Tim. We'll also see Tragan Carrillo at the other side. In the backfield, we'll see Isaiah Ortiz, Cameron Houseman, Ethan Moore. And then we're going to cycle through those guys. A lot of them are playing defense too, Jackie. So we'll see Nick Brewer back there. We'll see Brian Moreno back there. Isaiah Ortiz helping out. And then, of course, at quarterback, the Marauders, junior Hunter Bejarano, starting the second varsity season. Last year as a sophomore, I thought he made great leaps and bounds throughout the year. incredible maturity we saw him develop, chemistry with his wide receivers. And boy, as a junior, Jackie, really looking forward to see what he can bring to the field for the Marauders.
Well, the Mingus Marauders are going to kick off, going from right to left across your dial. It is up, and it will come down and bounce. It'll be taken out there by Cannon, wearing number 0 out there. Founds a lane, cuts to the inside, and off to the races he goes. He's at the 50, he's at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. The speedster will score from about the 19-yard line with the kickoff. Any litter on the field?
I don't see any litter on the field that might help the Marauders here, and boy, oh boy, St. Mary's starting out the season how you dreamt it would start out. Cannon, I mean, he didn't really field it cleanly. It bounced in front of him, he waited, he got under it, and it was just a nice hole that opened up for him, and he takes it the distance. Like you said, he's got some speed.
Please stand during the fight zone.
And so we have the extra point still available. They're missing somebody. They're going to try to get him out on the field. Let's see if they actually get out of the field in time. That is one of those first game jitters that you were talking about, you know?
That's right.
There's the snap. Decent hold. Kick is up. Looks good. It is good. 7-0 is our score. Just like that, 15 seconds into the season. And St. Mary's is up 7-0. We'll be back after this.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare over 150 different insurance companies for home, auto, commercial, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance in Cottonwood.
So Lepre the third was good with the extra point, and we had some changes here in numbers. It looks like he might be wearing number 20 out there.
That comes for Mingus. Number 2, Julius Gonzalez.
And so 24, is that Ochea? Ochea is going to be kicking off.
Number 24, Hector Lepure.
No, see, that is going to be Hector Lepure. So Lepure is wearing 24 out here today. And he will kick off. It's going to be a returnable, and it is going to be taken at about the 11-yard line. And on the far side, making a move and a decent return past the 35-yard line for the Mingus Marauders is going to be Julius Gonzalez. It is officially 3rd and 19. No, it's a little more than that. Probably 3rd and 22. There's the snap. Bejarano's back. Has a little time. Throws across the middle. A little bit high. Intended for more. Free safety had a shot at it, and it falls to the turf. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Mingus will be forced to punt.
Yeah, and I think it's crucial here. Another special teams play. First play of the game with special teams, and St. Mary's scored on that. So if you're the Marauders and you're in that huddle right now before you come out and punt the ball, you've got to be talking about, okay, can't let them break anything here. You got to break down and play some sound, fundamental special teams football. Just make sure you swallow the kick returner up here.
Well, it looks like Ortiz is going to punt out here for the Mingus Marauders. He's back. 9:55 left to go here, first quarter, and the snap is good. And there's the punt. It's going to be a line drive, and it'll be dropped out there right at about the 40-yard line. Cuts up underneath one Mingus Marauder, tries to make another move, goes back to the outside, finds a lane, off to the races he goes. He's at the 20, he's got one man to beat, and it will be a punt return of 61 yards for a touchdown for St. Mary's. 2 special team touchdowns, and their offense hasn't been on the field quite yet.
Ouch, yeah, that stings for the Marauders. That is not good when you give up 13 points, and we haven't even seen Luke Horn in this offense yet.
So Brown with the touchdown, 61-yard punt return. Lepre the third will be out for the extra point. There's the snap. It's down. The kick is up. And it is good. 14-0 quickly. And the Mingus Marauders will get the ball back here off the punt when we return to Washington High School after this.
Whether you're doing new construction, a remodel, or just filling in the bare spots, there's only one place to go in the Verde Valley for the best in rock, sand, gravel, and boulders, Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies. They also stock flagstone, bagged Portland cement, Belgard pavers, Phoenix pavers, Acker stone, artificial turf, and now even rebar and culvert. Make them your one-stop shop, have it delivered, or stop by their yard on 89A in Cottonwood. Let Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies rock your world.
All right, Mingus is back. Should be 14-0. St. Mary's on top with the Jones Ford scoreboard out there. 9:36 left to go here in quarter number one. And Lepre the third will be kicking off here for the St. Mary's Knights. On a warm one down here in Phoenix. It's been all special teams here for the Knights. Gets himself set, moves toward the ball. Mingus has two back. There's the kick. It is high. It will travel, and it'll come down to about the 10-yard line. It's going to be Juju Gonzalez. Finds a lane, cuts up, still on his feet, bounces around, makes another man miss, and he's across the 40, out to the 45-yard line. Juju Gonzalez, definitely a playmaker here for the Mingus Marauders, gets the ball out toward midfield. Great starting position here for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, really. I mean, Juju, what an athlete. That is just phenomenal movement by a return man right there. Juju making quite a few of the Knights miss. And again, puts the Marauders in pretty good field position. It's really gut check time for your offense. Just on the second series, Jackie, you've got to make a statement now, being down 14 already.
All right, first drive jitters is all over. Two receivers either side here for Bejarano and the Mingus Marauders. And the St. Mary squad shows blitz once again. Bejarano will keep it himself. And there is the flag. He gets around the corner. Might be adding to it as he gets pushed out of bounds and into the bench. Pushed hard, but a good gain out here for the Mingus Marauders and Bejarano. The flag, and I wonder if that flag came out for the head turn that I saw on Bejarano. It might be a face mask. Let's see if they saw what I saw. Yep. Face mask against St. Mary's. And that should add on to it.
Indication is a face mask against St. Mary's.
Yeah, that was pretty much a natural first down for Hunter.
10 yards on the gain. And then another 15 yards with the penalty.
Some first down. There's another set where the Marauders start with a penalty, and then the next play is a loss again. So Marauders kind of digging themselves in another little hole.
2nd and 17. Three receivers here to the near side. Let's see if Hunter can get the ball out quick. Midkiff running the offense here for the Mingus Marauders this year. Snap is back. He throws quick. It's going to be Moore. Moore's got a first down and more. He's inside the 10, down close to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, incredible execution. I mean, I think Hunter, that was his first option right there. Ethan Moore goes right up the center. Hunter Bejarano delivers the football right over the defender's helmet. Didn't even see it thrown. And Ethan Moore comes up with a great catch. Scampers down the middle. Almost finds the end zone. But that's going to put the Marauders at 1st and goal, Jackie. That's huge.
31 yards. On the reception out there. Great job by Moore. And good yards after the catch. Mingus in the red zone at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal from the 6. There is the handoff, and it is Bassett running ahead inside and gets himself down to the 2. So Bassett is a new look here for the Mingus Marauders.
Callum Sullivan and number 10, Liam Wolf on the stop. Result of the play, 2nd down and goal to go.
And for just being a sophomore, Jackie, I'll tell you what, he runs the football hard. I like the way Luke runs it.
Straight ahead. Mingus trying to get themselves set here. St. Mary's with a late addition defensively. 2 receivers either side here for the Mingus Marauders. Bejarano looks like he's got Bassett in the backfield here with him. There's the snap. There is the keeper by Hunter Bejarano, who scores for the first time here for the Mingus Marauders. Mingus is on the board against a very stout St. Mary's team. We didn't talk about it in the pregame report. However, St. Mary's, according to Max Preps, 14th in 4A, but you've seen other surveys where they've been much better than that.
Yeah, I've seen a couple Arizona pages, newspapers, if you will, that have put St. Mary's at as high as number 3 in the Division 4A. So St. Mary's, again, we talked a tiny bit about it in pregame, Jackie. This is definitely a playoff team with hopes going deep into playoffs. So again, let's see the Marauders put up a battle here. That'd be a good tell of where we're at for the season.
Bassett's going to turn around for the extra point attempt. There is the kick. It is up, and it is strong. It is through the yellow poles. Counted as a point. 14-7. Mingus is going to be kicking off when we return to Washington High School after this.
For over 25 years, Best by Far has been your trusted name in heating and cooling across the Verde Valley. Whether your heat pump's acting up or your mini splits making you miserable, we've got the fix. We service all makes and models, air conditioners, furnaces, heat pumps, and more. Need a replacement? We offer a variety of solutions from efficient upgrades to simple fixes. Now offering plumbing services too. Call Best by Far at 928-282-2250 or visit besthvacbyfar.com. That's far with 2 R's.
Mingus finds pay dirt. Started off with a great return by Gonzalez, and then Mingus almost stalled out at the 30-yard line. A penalty and a tackle for loss, but a great 31-yard pass play to Moore sets up the Mingus Marauders inside the 10-yard line down to the 6. Bassett with a run, and then Bejarano with a run, and Mingus gets their first touchdown of the season as they're going to kick off once again. Now, let's start with a special team stop.
That's right. Yeah, it's got to. And you saw Coach Midkiff in the huddle with his kickoff team here. Yes, crucial that you can contain the return man here and not let them get another big special teams play.
Brown and Cannon, they're going to just kick it, and they're going to kick it short. They're not going to give them a chance. One of the front men will get the ball and lay on it because, well, they're not supposed to kick it to you.
Yeah. Avoid the fast guy.
Right, yes. So Mingus has learned their lesson. They're going to give up decent field position. However, they're going to get to play defense.
That's right. That's crucial.
37-yard line as out comes Luke Horn, Branson Brown, and the St. Mary's Knights. Watch Cannon. Cannon is fast. He was definitely dangerous against the Mingus Marauders last year. Out of the shotgun is Horn. There's the snap, and they're going to give it to Brown. Brown will wiggle his way through and lower his head and just pound forward past the 50-yard line. How about that? What the heck? That is just a heck of a run.
Yeah, carrying some Marauders. And I saw some litter come in.
Face mask against the Mingus Marauders is going to add to it. So 15 yards on the carry and then 15 yards on the penalty.
That was definitely dirty laundry, not clean. That's going to really help the Knights as if they needed help.
Third penalty against the Mingus Marauders, first of the 15-yard variety.
At the Mingus
33-yard line of the Mingus Marauders will be our starting spot. Here come the Knights. In shotgun is Horn. He points at a Mingus Marauder. Man in motion, going from bottom to top. Now 3 receivers toward the top of your screen. There's the snap, movement, no call. Horn's going to put it up, puts it up for Cannon, and it's off the fingertips. Threw it up. Juju Gonzalez on the defense out there. May have gotten a piece of it. Maybe Cannon just couldn't handle it. But Cannon pushed off and then got behind him. And then there was a little animation after that.
I think it was a pretty good ball. And honestly, Cannon almost comes up with it just over his fingertips.
2nd and 10 from the Mingus Marauder 33. Horn takes the snap, steps back, looks to throw, has some time, gets pressured. He's going to come to the near side, runs, and will get tripped up. Good open field tackle there by Gonzalez. However, a decent gain of about 7.
Yeah, Luke Horn didn't see anything going on in the Marauder secondary, doing a good job with the coverage. So he just takes off, makes a smart play, and Juju Smith makes an even better play from the secondary. Comes up and makes a tackle.
3rd and manageable, 3rd and 3. The ball at the Mingus Marauder 26-yard line. Out of shotgun is Horn. He's got Brown to his left. Points is at a Mingus Marauder. Mingus has got 4 down linemen. There's the snap. They give it to Brown. Brown to the near side. Just breaks the tackle. Spins out of another one. And down to the 5 as he is tackled out there by Stokes. Stokes with a touchdown saving tackle. However, that is going to be a huge gain.
Yeah, Brown is going to be the Knights' go-to guy all night. He's who we saw last year. Very, very good. This year he's a senior, returning for the Knights, and that is a good run.
20-yard scamper, full backfield here. They go heavy. Do the Knights. There's the snap, and it's given. And in out of the Wildcat is going to be Brown. He'll pick up the touchdown from 5 yards out. That'll make the score 20-7 as the first offensive touchdown of the Knights of the season.
Yeah, that was a good execution by the Knights. We obviously see that dangerous running game they have. Very, very speedy guys the Knights have, and Brown and Cannon, and these guys are going to come at us all night. Marauders are going to have to find some kind of answer.
LaPure the 3rd at for the extra point. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it is no good. First mistake out here for the Knights. The score will remain 20-7. We'll be back after this.
I'm here for service and ready for battle.
No need. We're your neighborhood go-to for easy, fast, and friendly car care. Tires, brakes, oil, and free services like flat repair, alignment check, and brake inspection.
So no upselling, overpricing, or fake repairs.
Nope.
And I get all that free stuff.
Yep. So you don't really need all this.
Big Brand Tire and Service. Big on fast, big on friendly.
5-yard run from the Wildcat. Counts for 6 points out there, a 20-7 lead. How about this?
And number 2, Julius Gonzalez.
Arena football's got nothing on us. We got 27 points scored, and we're still in the first quarter with 4 minutes and 47 seconds left to go.
Burner. It's awesome.
All right. Let's see if we can hit 100 points. What's the over-under on this one?
You know, it is a deep partial lunar eclipse tonight, Jackie.
Oh, well, maybe that's what's going on. Kick is up, and it is going to come down. The Mingus Marauders will take it at about the 6-yard line and making pretty good headway across the 30-yard line. I think that is Tim on the return. Yep, that is going to be Tim on the return out there for the Mingus Marauders.
Let's see that Marauder offensive line led by Trenton Patton. Get back out there and put in some work.
General Patton returning again for the Mingus Marauders.
Our big junior. On the side of him is going to be Landon Backus. The other side, Ricky Cruz. And then both of our tackles here tonight, Will Lacker and Alex Argueta on the other side.
Bejarano sets up the offense, 2 receivers either side. You got Moore in a slot here on the near side. Bejarano slaps his hands and will hand it off. And Ortiz tries to get forward and loses one. Back to the 30-yard line. Ortiz has had some little trouble. He has had 3 carries here. Has not had positive yards as of yet. 2nd 11 from the 30-yard line.
Yeah, St. Mary's does a good job of stacking the middle, and that's what Coach Midkiff and the Marauders are trying to do, right? And they spread it out with Hunter. We seem to be finding a little bit of passing options. So trying to get up the middle with Ortiz, and St. Mary's does a really good job of just shutting it down.
3 receivers to the near side out there. Nick Brewer in his second slot position. Bejarano takes the snap, looks, throws near side. It's going to be Moore. Moore is hit hard and immediately. It's going to be a 2-yard gain. I did not like the way that Moore bent with that hit. They're actually going to get him back to the line of scrimmage, maybe 1. So 3rd and 10. Moore with his second reception. That one was a little more costly.
Yeah, I didn't. I agree with you, partner. That one looked gnarly. Thankfully, Moore got right up. I mean, didn't look like anything affected him, but I definitely don't bend that direction.
Yeah, to be 17 again. 3rd and 10. Mingus looking for magic out here. Bejarano, 1 back in the backfield, 3 receivers to the short side, steps back, has a little bit of time, looks, throws, has a man far side, and the catch is made, makes a man miss, and off to the races he goes, pushed out of bounds, close to midfield, and I think that is going to be Tim out there with a fantastic gain.
Oh, and that's coming back.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. That is going to be a hold, and Patton is trying to argue his case, but that's not going to work. And the Marauders are going to be backed up.
Oh, man, that is costly. That was a great play here for the Mingus Marauders, holding against Mingus.
The holding penalty.
And they're going to set the ball all the way back to the 21-yard line. So now it's going to be 3rd and 20.
Well, throw some credit out there since they're throwing it. Our ref tonight's going to be David Benedetti. And we got Chad Fulton, R.J. Bright, Evan Einhorn, our back judge, Paul Frey. Side judge is Justin Villamere, and our field judge, Zach Villamere.
Mingus spreads it out even. Near hash mark is where the ball is. 2 receivers either side, 1 back in the backfield for Bejarano. He steps back, gets some pressure, throws, and just a little bit high out there. Intended for Carrillo. And couldn't bring it down to him. That's going to bring up 4th and 20 here for the Mingus Marauders.
Yep, 4th and forever. It's definitely time to just execute another special teams play, right? Try to punt this away from the returner. And last time it was a pretty good punt. It was Bassett on the punt. That was end over end going really fast. So it was a pretty good one. The Marauders keep that away from Branson Brown, who's back there waiting for it.
I think I see him drooling.
I'm sure he is. After a couple of these special teams plays St. Mary's has had, he is.
Bassett is back. He's going to be setting himself up at his own 8-yard line. Well, he comes to the near side here, gets himself set. There's the snap. It's a good snap. Bassett runs a little bit and then kicks it, and it is going to come down to the near man, and it will be tackled immediately out there. Good tackle out there as Chavez gets in on it. No, pardon me. No, that is going to be Hauser in on the tackle here for the Mingus Marauders. Number 14 caught it and returned it ever so slightly. I don't have a number on him or a name on a number 14. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the St. Mary's Knights in Mingus Marauder territory at the 47. Here comes Brown. Here comes Horn. Horn, 2 receivers either side. They spread out the Mingus Marauders. They still have Brown in the backfield. They bring a man in motion near side. There's the snap. Oh, it's a bad snap. Picks it up. Looks to run. Finds some running room and will gain a couple. A little something out of nothing. That was a broken play. The snap dribbled to him, and he picked it up like a shortstop. Got 2 yards out of it.
Yeah, that's a funky play right there. Not sure if that just hit the center of his foot or his leg. as he went to snap that, but that never really got airborne. Luke Horn just being a playmaker, picks it up and makes one man miss and gets a couple yards out of it.
$1:50 left to go here in the first quarter. Mingus trailing 20-7 to the St. Mary's Knights. Horn takes a snap. Oh, he's going to run it immediately. Runs up the field, picks up a first down, and will bounce off of a tackle. There is a blindside block, and then out of bounds he goes at about the 33-yard line. He picks up great yardage as he'll pick up another 14 yards on a direct run. That was planned the whole way.
Yeah, we're getting to see the athleticism from Luke Horn here. A couple design runs. Well, not that first, the bad snap. You never know what that play was going to be. It turned into a run, but that was a good design run, and the Marauders had him at the line of scrimmage, Jack. Yeah, we almost got real fired up there. It looked like maybe Patton, somebody got a paw on him, and he did a good job of breaking through the Marauders line and getting into the backfield there.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line here for the St. Mary's Knights at the Mingus Marauder 32-yard line. $1:10 left to go here in quarter number 1. Bring a tight end back to the line. Far side. Put a man in motion. There's the snap, and quarterback is going to run it again. This time Mingus shuts it down and gets forward maybe to the 31. Give him 1. Under a minute left to go. And we have a timeout on the field.
We got a flag.
A
flag in the secondary way back there. That's interesting because that was nowhere near the play.
Have a conversation underway here. Let's see what the call is going to be. And it is going to go against, it's going to be holding against St. Mary's. How about that?
Okay, Marauders will take that. Not even a necessary hold. I mean, Luke Horn takes a direct snap and just runs right up to the line of scrimmage. And that flag, the holding, came from the secondary. So that was some good fortune for the Marauders.
So 1st and 20. 40 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. 3 receivers to the top side of your screen here on Verde Valley TV. Horn takes the snap and fakes the handoff. They throw a screen pass far side, and they make a man miss, and they're going to finally catch him after about a gain of about 7 or 8 out there. That's going to be Chavez on the catch. Chavez has been the one in motion all the time. He's run about 6 miles so far in this game.
Yeah, he's definitely getting his work in. And that was a great run right there after the catch by Chavez. Another Marauder grabbed him right about the line of scrimmage when he caught that, but just couldn't hold on to him.
So that 7-yard reception, actually the first completed pass out here by Horn, as quarter number 1 comes to a close. We're going to take a break. It is St. Mary's 20, the Mingus Marauders 7. We will return to Washington High School after this.
For 250 years, this country has been defended by warriors. Men and women willing to go first. We honor the warriors of the past. We recognize those serving today. And we look to the next generation to carry their legacy forward. Fly, fight, win.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
First play of quarter number 2. It is 2nd and 12 from the Mingus Marauders 34-yard line. St. Mary's Knights going from right to left across your dial. This time Brown moves out of the way in. Oh, how about that? Mingus brought the blitz. They threw the ball at It looked like intended for Chavez. They emptied the backfield, and that was actually a great play by Horn, just getting rid of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good call. Great pressure by the Marauders. That's exactly how you want to play it against a talented quarterback like that. I was watching this near side here, and Juju did a wonderful job of standing his wide receiver up at the line of scrimmage. So there was absolutely nothing on this near side.
Definitely a throwing down, 3rd and 12. First third down play here for St. Mary's here in this one. Mingus trying to get a defensive stop. They've loaded the line. There's the snap, high snap. They're going to throw to the near side. It goes to Cannon. Cannon gets a block, tries to find his way around, and Gonzalez will tackle him at the 29-yard line. That is going to bring up a 4th down. So they pick up 5. They needed 12, so 4th and 7. Let's see what St. Mary's does here.
Yeah, and this is definitely the go-for-it territory in high school football. We'll see what St. Mary's goes with here. I thought the Marauders did great defensively that last play. Juju with another athletic play, trying to get blocked on the screen, and he swims over his guy to make the tackle. So Marauders' huge 4th down chance to get a stop.
They empty the backfield. Horn finds himself alone here in shotgun. Mingus loads the line. It is all spread out. 5 receivers out. 4th and 7. Huge play. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to run. He's going to run up the middle. He's got the first down and more into the end zone. 29 yards up the gut goes Luke Horn. And he gets the touchdown, extends the lead to 26-7 over the Mingus Marauders.
Well, I don't think anyone on the field thought that play was coming. So nice job by St. Mary's. I mean, that was a design run all the way. Horn gets that snap and then tucks it and sprints right past the line of scrimmage. Marauders' defensive line was getting some good penetration. They just didn't see Horn run by him.
Well, definitely expected the pass. The third kick is up. That one is high and deep. He did not like the fact that he missed the last one. That one was probably good from probably 45. How about that? 27-7. Mingus will get the ball back when we return to Washington High School after this.
When you're looking for a plumber, no matter the job, call The Best Plumbing. From energy-saving tankless water heaters to whatever remodel project you have in mind, from the simple to the exotic, The Best Plumbing prides themselves on quality workmanship and efficiency for a fair price. If you want plumbing done right the first time, call The Best Plumbing at 928-567-8755 or find them online at d-bestplumbing.com.
Mingus will go left to right across your radio dial out here. Trailing right now, 27-7. Scored their first touchdown of the season on their last drive. Looking to try to get another good drive put together here. Got to eat up some clock, too. Would like to see Mingus put together a nice, long, gathered drive here. St. Mary's getting set to send the ball downfield here. They got 4 to the near side, 6 to the far side. Kicker raises the hand, walks, and now jogs to the ball. He'll put that one up. That one will be returnable. It will be caught and then dropped right at about the 12-yard line. Picked up is Gonzalez. Gonzalez will get contained and dropped. It's going to have to be a long drive. The Mingus Marauders is going to start at their own 17-yard line.
Yeah, and this goes right to your point, Jackie. I mean, now, yeah, you'd like better field position, but this gives you a great chance to keep your defense on the sidelines, right? And I know quite a few of these players are going both ways, but keep your defense on the sidelines. Let those guys catch their breath, because the St. Mary's offense, again, everybody, this is a very, very good team in St. Mary's. This is a playoff quality team. This is the kind of football Marauders are going to have to be playing if they want any chance of making playoffs. So, yeah, I mean, if Marauders have a great chance here to slow it down a little bit, put together a good drive, get some momentum going, build some experience and you know, that relationship between wide receiver and quarterback, and see what the Marauders can do here.
4 receivers set once again. Bejarano's got Ortiz behind him. There's the snap, and there is the handoff. and running toward where the hole would be, and it is not there. It's going to be a loss of 1.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Very, very slow developing play there for the Marauders. Hunter turns right away with that ball, and I mean, it was just a very slow handoff. St. Mary's is all over it. The Marauders, a little bit of a loss on that. Yeah, Ortiz has not had anywhere to go, really, when it comes to the middle of the field here.
So Patton is matching up with nose guard Nehemiah Paris. Nehemiah Paris is big enough to be the whole state of France. Bejarano turns around, gives some instructions to his running back. There's the snap, turns one way, looks to throw, throws, puts it up, and it is Tim. Tim got behind his man. He's at the 40, the 30. He stops and gets pushed out of bounds, steps out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. He slowed down, and how about that? He slowed down and then stopped in his route. It was definitely a stop and go. Got behind his man. That becomes a huge play out there for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, absolutely. Love to see it. And as much as we wanted to see a methodical drive, we'll take the big plays. Great job, Hunter Bejarano.
And a one-pass play and another touchdown out here for the St. Mary's Knights.
Just fireworks. I mean, talk about fireworks to start the season, Jackie. A 34-7 game. Still have 9 minutes left in the first half.
I know. Like I said, Arena football's got nothing on us, man. All right, Mingus has got to put it together here. Poor will approach the ball. He'll kick it. He'll put it up. And it is going to come down to the near side. It's going to be Tim. Tim gets a block, finds a little bit of a lane, gets through, and makes one man miss and gets out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the flag.
Defensively for St. Mary's, number 26.
He's almost holding all the time.
Almost holding all the time?
Yeah, that's my inclination here.
Oh, how about that? It is holding.
Yeah, that'll move the Marauders back. And so here we are again, partner. Another chance for the Marauders to put together a long drive
right.
Or a one-play bomb. We'll take either.
Mingus will get the ball at their own 12. So obviously looking to try to get something going here. Bejarano so far is 3 for 6, 90 yards. 1 interception. Still looking for his first passing touchdown of the season. He's got 2 receivers and a tight end here on the near side. 1 receiver up on top. And there's the snap. And there is the run up the middle. And I think he's going to not get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard.
Gang tackle for St. Mary's, led by number 51.
Yeah, we're finding it really tough to get on the inside of that defensive line, man. St. Mary's, you were calling it out earlier. Very big nose guard out there, and then both the guys next to him, very sizable as well. So, and they're kind of pinching in tight, Jackie. I've seen a lot of plays, and the last one was one of them, where they're scooting in together. Which I'll tell you, as a former offensive lineman, it's tough when the defensive line's moving on you.
Well, St. Mary's is doing this with 3 down linemen. So they've only got 3 on the line. There's a snap. Bejarano comes to the near side, looking for somewhere to go. And he will try to throw that one away. He throws that one away. He's got a paw in his face while it's happening. And it's going to be incomplete, bringing up 3rd and 11 from the 11.
Yeah, that was the Knights. Jack Cool with the pressure out there. Yeah, basically, I mean, Hunter did the right thing there. I mean, all you can do is try to get out of the pocket and throw it out. That's what he did.
Mingus trying to figure out how to make something work here. They've had some great big plays. 31-yard pass play, a 58-yard pass play, 10-yard run. They've picked up a few first downs, haven't been able to keep all of the drives going. They have one touchdown in this one, trailing 34-7. Just under 8 minutes left to go in quarter number 2. Bejarano's back, looks to pass, gets a little bit of trouble, throws it over the top of Ortiz, tried to get him out in the flat. That's going to bring up 4th down, and Mingus is going to be punting from their own goal line here.
Yeah, this is not ideal. Not where you want to be punting, way deep in your territory, but Marauders are going to have their work cut out for them. They're not going to try to not give up any more points to the St. Mary's team. That's a very tall task. I mean, we still have 7 minutes, 54 seconds to go in the first half. So Marauders gotta get something together here. The defense try to get the ball back, but first, execute on special teams.
Indeed, with a stop, you've got the dangerous Brown back at about the Mingus Marauder 45-yard line. High snap. And it's going to be Ortiz. Ortiz with the punt. It is a high punt, taking it about the 45-yard line. Tries to take it to the near side. Mingus will get him down. Takes multiple players, and Brown will not go down on first contact. And they actually mark him all the way back to about the 44-yard line.
A great punt coverage, to be fair, and a great kick too.
That's what I thought. They gave now they give him forward progress out to the 41. There you go. They were cheating. They were cheating him by a good 3 yards on that one.
That's a good special teams play by the Marauders right there. That's a minimal return. I mean, it's unfortunate, still in Marauders territory, but nonetheless. See what the defense is made of here.
Mingus comes out defensively. They've had a lot of defense on the field here so far in the first half. 7:41 left to go in quarter number 2. Horn sends a man in motion. There's the snap. And he gets pressured and breaks out of it and gets back to the line of scrimmage. No, he does not. That is going to be Moore's first sack of the season, helped out there by Backus.
And how about that? The Marauders defense coming alive. Love to see the D-line and Ethan Moore out there on the edge coming together and taking down Luke Horn for a sack. That's excellent defense.
TFL. Oh, wait. No, that was last week. 1 yard loss on the sack. Second and 11. There's the handoff. Brown shimmies his way through, somehow keeps his feet, and gets knocked down at about the 35-yard line. A gain of 7.
Yeah, Brown does a really good job of taking the handoff and not doing anything crazy. He's just following his lead blocker. And that time followed his lead blocker. The lead blocker was taken up. So then he followed the next lineman up to the next, in the secondary. So that's a really good job.
There's the snap. They hand it off to him again. Gets ahead of steam. Forward he goes and close to the line of scrimmage, or close to the first down marker. Boy, that's going to depend on the spot. They mark him right at the 31-yard line. And we're going to see, are they going to call this a first down? Yeah, they call it a first down.
And Ezekiel Chavez over here for the Knights, right in front of our box, he was signaling first down. And then he was like, wait, why is it not a first down, guys? Then they moved the chains. So.
First and 10, 31-yard line. 3 receivers to the top. Way out to the top is the dangerous Cannon. Looks like Gonzalez is going to pick him up defensively. Horn surveys the defense. Takes the snap, high snap, and they will hand it off. Brown spins his way forward and leans forward. That is such a great run. That is a fantastic run when you get an extra 3 yards just by falling forward.
Yeah, it certainly is, and that's what happens when you're a methodical running back, and you got the technicalities. Brown just following his blocks. I mean, it does a good job of having patience. He's not trying to force anything or bounce it outside like you'll see a lot of young running backs do. Brown just follows his blocker, and then once his blocker's taken up, like you said, he's going forward as he falls down.
2nd and 3. 2 receivers and a tight end to the top here for Horn. Brown is to his left. He puts a man in motion. That's going to be Chavez, and it's going to be a run. And skimming through and finding a way inside the 15-yard line, close to the 10-yard line. That is going to be a first down out there for St. Mary's. The keeper by the quarterback, Horn.
And Horn pulling a spin move when he got to the linebackers. And it worked. That was a good move by the St. Mary's quarterback.
He'll pick up 12. He's got 63 yards here so far in the first half. 4:43 left to go in quarter number 2. Inside the red zone are the St. Mary's Knights. 3 receivers to the near side of your screen. One-on-one up to the top. There's the snap. High snap. Quarterback looks to throw, looks to throw, looks to throw. Has plenty of time out there. Finally gets a little bit of pressure out there by Backus, and he'll throw the ball up, and it is caught in the end zone for the touchdown. Or do they say no?
No, he dropped it.
Brown dropped it. How about that? Okay. I thought for a second Mingus was going to be able to really contain Horn, but didn't get the pressure right away. It came late.
Yeah, and it was a great hit to jar that ball loose, because like you were calling it, looked like he caught that, and somebody absolutely leveled Brown. That's good Marauder defense right there.
The ball floated. It wasn't thrown as hard as it probably should have been out there by Horn. He had him open. Chavez in motion. Quarterback is back. Looks. This time he's going to put it up. He has a man wide open in the corner of the end zone. Overthrows him. And out of bounds. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 from the 12.
Right, wide open's an understatement. There was not a Marauder within 15 yards right there, a cannon.
Tim
just overthrew.
Tim was close. So I don't know if they had man-on-man or what the situation was with that, but Cannon definitely got loose. And we will have a timeout on the field. St. Mary's is going to take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them. 34-7, 4:12 left to go, quarter number 2. We're back to Washington High School coming up after this.
Friday Night Lights, Saturday Sidelines, and Sunday Best. At Manhattan and Cottonwood, we've got the hat for every fan, every player, and every occasion. Walk our shop, and you'll find classic ball caps, sharp fedoras, cozy beanies, and bold cowboy hats, all under one roof. Proudly local, proudly hat obsessed, and always game day ready. Swing by Manhattan and Clemenceau Plaza in Cottonwood today. Manhattan, we've got you covered. Go Marauders!
All right, let's see what the St. Mary's Knights have in store here. 3rd down and 10 from the Mingus Marauder 12-yard line. Mingus trying to get themselves set up defensively here, trying to make the first stop of the game here against St. Mary's.
Yeah, and it'd be huge. I mean, inside the red zone, this is a high-power offense. A lot of speed, a lot of size St. Mary's has. Again, this is a playoff-projected team. So, yeah, I mean, a great test for the Marauders. Got to come up with a stop defensively. Even more so, Jackie, maybe a little takeaway action here.
Whoa.
Get the Marauders the ball back.
Look at that. They come out with one formation, then they come out and they go heavy. How about this? Wow. They are set up for the Wildcat. This is what they pounded the ball in. And there's the snap. It goes to Brown. Brown is ridden to the ground. And it looks like the tackle out there is going to be by Riggin Stokes. Stokes gets into the backfield and is able to get him. Hosseman looks like he might be a little banged up on that play.
I think most of the heavy was blocking Hosseman, and that's why we see Hosseman getting up a little slow. Riggins able to squeeze in that backfield.
Well, he found a hole to get through. No doubts. It's going to bring up 4th and 9. They bring the quarterback back out. St. Mary's is going for it. 4th and 9 from the Mingus Marauder 11-yard line. Mingus desperate for a stop out here. 3 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. There's the snap. He's back all by himself. Throws it up. Has a man in the end zone. And there's the flag. catching him. He turned around, and it looked like the defensive player made contact with the receiver before the ball got there. And that is probably going to give St. Mary's an automatic first down here.
And I didn't quite see. I thought the back judge might have been calling it a touchdown, as if he caught it.
So pass interference against the Mingus Marauders. Oh, how about that? He did catch it. How about that? I figured there was no way he caught that.
That was a really low catch. If
who caught it?
That was, I believe, Ezekiel Chavez.
That would be his second touchdown of the game.
Again, on the touchdown reception, number 13, Ezekiel Chavez.
So Chavez did get credit for it.
And just good focus by Chavez. I mean, we thought that ball hit the ground, and he did not. He was able to get his hands underneath.
I'm very surprised, yes.
Wildcat formation for the...
And a two-point conversion is going to go in left-hand side by Brown. Runs his way into the end zone, and that's going to make it a 40 to...
oh, hold on. We got a flag
Oh,
out
we do
there.
have a flag, and it is going to go against St. Mary's. So how about that? That will bring it back. So I didn't catch the call, but it is going to be a 10-yard penalty. That is a hold.
Yeah, it's a hold.
So now let's see if they turn around and actually go for the field goal. Well, the extra point now more of a field goal range. And it looks like they're going to do that. Now, Horde is the holder. So when your quarterback's the holder, anything can happen, yes?
Absolutely. You got to be really careful.
St. Mary's will go for the point after touchdown.
3:18 left to go here in the first half. There's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. The kick is good. So that's going to make it 41-7 here. Mingus is going to get the ball back with 3:18 and 3 timeouts left to go here in the first half. We'll be back after this.
For over 20 years, Roxu Screen Printers has been the Verde Valley's choice for custom business and sporting apparel. Bring your ideas and logos to Roxu Screen Printers and watch as your creations come to life. Choose from an extensive selection of items available for your company, team, or organization's logo. From t-shirts and hats, specialty items, and embroidered company attire, you can get started with a quote by calling 928-646-5734 or email dawn@rockzoo.com. That's ROKZOO.com.
48 points scored here in the first half. If we can change the Jones-Ford scoreboard here at Verde Valley TV, make that 41-7, please. Mingus is going to get the ball back. Kickoff coming.
Number 6, Crystal 10.
And it is going to be up. It'll come down. It looks like Tim is going to get it right at about the 4-yard line. Tries the far side. Looks for a hole and gets hit hard. At about the 18-yard line, Mingus is going to start deep in their own end.
Yeah, with 3 minutes, 11 seconds left, I would say no rush, really. I mean, for anything. You can put together a drive here. I think that'd be best for the Marauders. If they can get a little momentum, just get yourself a few first downs, eat some of this clock up, and score while you're going into halftime. That'd be a big boost.
Mingus has one touchdown, one real good touchdown run, or drive, I should say. Capped off Hunter Bejarano, took it in the final 2 yards himself.
First down.
Now they're going to start at their own 18-yard line, trailing 41-7 here. 3:11 left to go in the first half. Spread formation. Ortiz in the backfield. There's the snap, and it's going to be Bejarano. He's going to keep it himself, and he'll move himself forward. Good game. Picks up at about 6.
Yeah, great job by the right side of the offensive line, opening up a hole for Hunter to get through, and that was a design run right there. little bit of a read. Hunter could either hand that off to Ortiz. Didn't see anything, so he took it himself.
2nd and 4 from the Mingus Marauder 24-yard line. 2:42 left to go. Time could be a factor here. Mingus does have 3 timeouts. 3 receivers and a tight end out there for the Mingus Marauders. There is the snap, and the handoff goes to Bassett. Bassett drives himself forward, tries to keep the legs going. Close to a first down. He'll pick up, he needed 4, and he'll pick up 3.
Yeah, good hard running by Bassett. It's a couple times tonight, and I'll tell you what, during the scrimmage against Carl Hayden, we saw Bassett come up with some great runs too, so he's been emerging as a weapon for the Marauders.
Down to 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. At a different level, we would have had a TV timeout.
That's right, partner.
4 receivers set, 2 either side, 1:48 left to go. Mingus taking their time. Bejarano over center and gets the squad from St. Mary's to jump. The men in green will get the first encroachment call against them. That'll give Mingus a first down. Most importantly, though, it stops the clock. It's like an extra timeout out there.
And I'll tell you what, as an offensive lineman, Jackie, it gives you some relief because that St. Mary's defensive line, right, and the backers who are stepping up, they are trying to time that snap, right, and get off really quick. So when you can get them to jump like that, then they have to sit back a little more, and they can't get as good of a jump as they were getting. So that's a good relief for the offensive line.
1st and 10. They're marking it at the 31-yard line. Bejarano's back, has a little time. Now he's going to run. Comes to the near side, looks for a block. Runs into 3 green guys and then gets hit. And then somebody else falls down on him. He's going to pick up 5. 1:04 left to go. 1:02. Clock is definitely rolling out here against the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, not much of a hurry up going on out there. And Marauders appear to be content with just running a few plays.
45 seconds left. 4 receivers set. Bejarano takes the snap, looks to hand off, no, keeps it himself, looks for a block and runs through a man. However, will only pick up about 2. 30 seconds left. Mingus not using their timeouts.
And that is a brutal 2 yards to pick up right there. As a junior quarterback has to lower the shoulder and lay a big hit.
So Mingus calls a timeout with 18.5 seconds left to go here in the first half. Let's go ahead and keep it here for a second. Nope, they're going to let the clock run. They're saying, no, let's let the clock run. Mingus is not calling the timeout. I'm not sure Mingus is going to get another play off. 8 seconds. Well, first game, first half coming to a close. We're going to get into our Hyundai of Cottonwood halftime report. One-way return here to Washington High School, 41-7. The high-powered Knights from St. Mary's on top of the Mingus Marauders. We'll be back after this.
Friday Night Lights, Saturday Sidelines, and Sunday Best. At Manhattan and Cottonwood, we've got the hat for every fan, every player, and every occasion. Walk our shop and you'll find classic ball caps, sharp fedoras, cozy beanies, and bold cowboy hats, all under one roof. Proudly local, proudly hat obsessed, and always game day ready. Swing by Manhattan and Clemenceau Plaza in Cottonwood today. Manhattan, we've got you covered. Go Marauders!
For over 20 years, Roxu Screen Printers has been the Verde Valley's choice for custom business and sporting apparel. Bring your ideas and logos to Roxu Screen Printers and watch as your creations come to life. Choose from an extensive selection of items available for your company, team, or organization's logo. From t-shirts and hats, specialty items, and embroidered company attire, you can get started with a quote by calling 928-646-5734 or email dawn@rockzoo.com. That's ROKZOO.com.
Hello, this is Chris with TAC Fabrication, your local provider for all things metal fabrication. Whether you need structural steel welding and fabrication, custom gates and architectural elements, or precision TIG welding, our experienced team has the necessary certifications and knowledge to finish the job with precision and quality. Give us a call or check out our website at tacfabrication.com or 928-204-1095.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare over 150 different insurance companies for home, auto, commercial, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance in Cottonwood.
When you're looking for a plumber, no matter the job, call The Best Plumbing. From energy-saving tankless water heaters to whatever remodel project you have in mind, from the simple to the exotic, The Best Plumbing prides themselves on quality workmanship and efficiency for a fair price. If you want plumbing done right the first time, call The Best Plumbing at 928-567-8755 or find them online at d-bestplumbing.com.
So here we are at halftime. It is the Hyundai of Cottonwood halftime, and it is 41-7. St. Mary's on top of the Mingus Marauders here. Boy, started off with two special team scores, an 81-yard kickoff return by Cannon, and then a 61-yard punt return by Brown, and it was very quickly 14-0. Mingus with 6:44 left to go in quarter number one, a 2-yard run by Bejarano. The extra point was good by Bassett. The only points for Mingus here in the first half. After that, it was all St. Mary's once again. Brown, a 5-yard run from a Wildcat. Lepore missed that field goal, or that extra point. Horn, a 29-yard keeper up the middle with 10:52 left to go in quarter number two. And that was the first scoring of the second quarter here in this one. Lepore got the extra point as well. A 40-yard pass. Horn to Chavez with 9:07 left to go in quarter number two. 3:18 left to go. An 11-yard pass. Horn to Chavez once again. And here we are at halftime with a 41-7 contest here in this one. It was 37-15 last year. That was the end of the game.
Yeah, it was seemingly closer last season. However, Jackie, when you start giving up two special teams touchdowns, in the jump in the first 10 minutes of the game, first quarter, it's brutal. That's brutal, and that puts you in a hole very early. St. Mary's obviously had all the momentum after that. If you're the Marauders, you are in a dark place when you're down like that early on in a game, especially one where, the Marauders had an edge coming in here. We did great against Carl Hayden in the scrimmage. We know St. Mary's is a good competitive school who's playoff bound. Nonetheless, we still want to be putting up a better fight than what that first half was. So hopefully the Marauders can make some good adjustments at halftime and come out and make this more of a game.
Well, they had a couple of drives that they certainly could. A costly interception in the second quarter really hurt Mingus and ended a drive. I want to thank Hyundai of Cottonwood, our halftime sponsor. Driving a Hyundai will give you peace of mind. You can stop by and test drive one today and see for yourself, because, of course, Hyundai of Cottonwood is thinking of you every single mile with America's best warranty. 41-7 here at halftime. We'll take a break. We'll come back for individual stats when we return to Washington High School after this.
For 250 years, this country has been defended by warriors. Men and women willing to go first. We honor the warriors of the past. We recognize those serving today. And we look to the next generation to carry their legacy forward. Fly, fight, win.
The Verde Valley turns to Western Valley Builders for custom homes and commercial buildings. Count on Western Valley Builders for ground-up construction, including dream custom homes or spectacular remodels for the perfect living area or bathroom you've always wanted. Western Valley Builders can even remodel your outdoor play space. Proud parents of Mingus quarterback Hunter Bejarano. Call Western Valley Builders at 928-301-4300. That's 928-301-4300.
Whether you're doing new construction, a remodel, or just filling in the bare spots, there's only one place to go in the Verde Valley for the best in rock, sand, gravel, and boulders, Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies. They also stock flagstone, bagged Portland cement, Belgard pavers, Phoenix pavers, Acker stone, artificial turf, and now even rebar and culvert. Make them your one-stop shop, have it delivered, or stop by their yard on 89A in Cottonwood. Let Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies rock your world.
Larry Green Chevrolet has been an important partner to this community for over 30 years. Whether it be offering outstanding service and deals to the Verde Valley or providing support to schools, charities, and community events, we have made it a part of our business. We love and support the growth and future of Cottonwood and our surrounding areas. That's why we refer to our dealership as the People Place. Larry Green Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Mingus softball. Go Marauders!
For over 25 years, Best by Far has been your trusted name in heating and cooling across the Verde Valley. Whether your heat pump's acting up or your mini splits making you miserable, we've got the fix. We service all makes and models, air conditioners, furnaces, heat pumps, and more. Need a replacement? We offer a variety of solutions from efficient upgrades to simple fixes. Now offering plumbing services too. Call Best by Far at 928-282-2250 or visit besthvacbyfar.com. That's far with 2 R's.
Back here at Washington High School, 41-7. The St. Mary's Knights on top over the Mingus Marauders. Horn in the aerial attack is 4 for 8, 64 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's been sacked once. Moore and I believe Backus combined in on a 1-yard sack. In fact, 13 carries, 121 yards for St. Mary's here in the first half. Horn's got 63 of those yards. Brown has got 58 yards. And there has been 2 touchdowns, one by Horn and one by Brown. Chavez, how about this? 3 receptions, 59 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's having a heck of a game.
Yeah, he sure is. St. Mary's has quite a few weapons, and we couldn't even name them all off. Someone was walking by from St. Mary's and said, keep an eye on 13, you know, and man, they are right. St. Mary's has a lot of weapons, and we're starting to see that.
Bejarano here from the quarterback position is 3 of 8, 90 yards, but 1 interception. He has been sacked once. In fact, the first time he touched the ball, he got sacked. And on the ground, he's got 21 yards on 6 carries and a touchdown. Ortiz has really not gotten anything going here in the backfield at all. Luke Bassett's got a couple of carries for 7 yards here for the Mingus Marauders. As you take a look at the receivers out here, Tristan Tim has 1 catch out there for 58 yards. Ethan Moore's got 2, 1 for 31 yards and a 1 for 1 yard. And that has been the offense here for the Mingus Marauders here in this one. 41-7 here at halftime. And it's been a rough crawl here for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, it sure has been, and very similar to how this season started last year for the Marauders, where, you know, younger quarterback, we're feeling it out. Hunter's got an interception in this game. Now, to his credit, I could tell he didn't see him at all, St. Mary's defender out there trying to make that play. St. Mary's defensively, good job in zone. Obviously a zone scheme that got him on that. And huge INT for St. Mary's. That stopped one of the drives that the Marauders had some good momentum and had gotten a couple first downs. That stopped that drive in its tracks. And then St. Mary's able to get points on the board off of that INT too. So St. Mary's has several touchdowns, not even from their offense in this one, which is why the scoreboard is so tilted.
Want to remind everybody, between the third and fourth quarter, we have Gale's Chocolate Sweet Treat once again. It is an awesome opportunity
Yummy.
for us to get repositioned here with our sugar content, right? I think
It's
so.
the last thing I need, but it's the thing I want most.
I think it's the only thing I need. Hyundai of Cottonwood, our halftime sponsor. Remember, a better commute starts with a better car, and you can find Hyundai of Cottonwood located on Rodeo Drive, right above Larry Green Chevrolet. You can check them out anytime online at HyundaiofCottonwood.com. HyundaiofCottonwood.com. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about possible halftime adjustments. We'll return to Washington High School after this.
The stadium is a monument to what you've done. The mountain is the question of what you'll do next. From the asphalt to the altitude, the climb demands everything. Traction, torque, an engine that refuses to stall when the incline breaks the rest. You don't reach the summit as a passenger. You reach it by taking command. Because greatness isn't just about standing at the peak. It's about the relentless machinery inside that gets you there. Playmakers, Drive Jones.
Friday Night Lights, Sidelines, and Sunday Best. At Manhattan and Cottonwood, we've got the hat for every fan, every player, and every occasion. Walk our shop and you'll find classic ball caps, sharp fedoras, cozy beanies, and bold cowboy hats, all under one roof. Proudly local, proudly hat obsessed, and always game day ready. Swing by Manhattan and Clemenceau Plaza in Cottonwood today. Manhattan, we've got you covered. Go Marauders.
When you're looking for a plumber, no matter the job, call The Best Plumbing. From energy-saving tankless water heaters to whatever remodel project you have in mind, from the simple to the exotic. The Best Plumbing prides themselves on quality workmanship and efficiency for a fair price. If you want plumbing done right the first time, call The Best Plumbing at 928-567-8755 or find them online at d-bestplumbing.com.
For over 6 decades, Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement has proudly supported youth sports here in the Verde Valley. From baseball and softball to football and basketball, they empower young athletes to reach their full potential. Salt River Materials Group employees are actively involved, giving back to the community through coaching, mentoring, and volunteer efforts. With a strong commitment to environmental stewardship, they're helping to build a brighter Verde Valley. Visit srmaterials.com. Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement, building a stronger Verde Valley today and tomorrow.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We are homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $19 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
41-7. Got a couple of minutes left to go here before we start quarter number 3. The men in green taking it to the Mingus Marauders out here in their away. Saw Mingus Marauder coming across the field with some ice. So that's not a good luck here for the Mingus Marauders. Got information here in the first half that Dominic Anderson is now wearing number 74, not 44, as per the original roster out there. So I wonder if we have had some changes in the line out here for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see what kind of halftime adjustments we're going to make, Jackie. I know we talked about a couple keys to this next half, but it's so important that the Marauders come out, forget about that first half, forget about how it started. It almost started as bad as you could start a football game, with a special teams touchdown for St. Mary's, and the next time they had a chance on special teams to return it, another touchdown, and it was a punt. So if you're the Marauders, just forget about it. Forget it. This is a playoff-ridden team. They have a ton of talent. So it's time to just get out there and practice your game. You got to start to execute well, take control of the clock. We're not worried about, it's 41-7 right now. If the Marauders climb back in it, Well, with some luck on their side, they could. But I think at this point, it's more about executing well and getting some momentum, making some highlights that you can go over in the next week to get yourself prepared.
Well, certainly so. So far, Hunter Bejarano has had a little bit of time in the backfield. He hasn't been immediately pressured. Wondering whether or not Mingus might have some quicker options available out there for some opportunities. Marauder receivers some time and space to maybe make a move and get a broken tackle and pick up some yardage.
Yeah, and we've seen Ethan Moore on a really quick slant too. When Hunter can see and know where he's going right off the jump, we've seen some success with that. Like you said, that doesn't get you downfield per se, but that will get some completions, get you some first downs, move you downfield. So the Marauders can make some adjustments. Like you said, the line is giving him a couple seconds. So maybe we haven't seen him roll out much. Maybe we'll see him roll out a little bit to buy him that extra second he may need. But also the wide receivers got to do a good job of getting off their man, making a move, and getting open for Hunter.
St. Mary's has done a great job against the run here against the Mingus Marauders. I mean, they've given up. Mingus has gotten 90 yards here in the air, but on the ground, they've really been stuttered. Ortiz has had real trouble here in the backfield just getting out of the backfield.
Right. The defensive line for St. Mary's just stacked in the middle, some big bodies, and they are doing a great job of just stuffing the Marauders at the line of scrimmage a couple times. They're trying to keep St. Mary's honest, right? When you have some success and you spread it out like Hunter wants to do, Hunter Bejarano wants to, get deep and in the pocket, right, and find somebody. But to do that, you have got to have a running game going. You cannot just pass that ball. Otherwise, St. Mary's is going to pin their ears back and come at you. So you've got to develop some kind of running game just to keep St. Mary's honest.
I certainly agree with that. Horn has been deceptive on the ground. Yeah. I mean, he's got 63 rushing yards. He's got a rushing touchdown. He's picked up some big first downs, with the legs. There's absolutely been no doubt about it. He is quick and elusive.
Yeah, hands down, I think, and we were talking during the break, I really do feel like Hunter Bejarano for the Marauders, Luke Horn for the Knights here, these will be a couple of the better quarterbacks next year as seniors, but this year too. These guys are very, very talented. Again, they went to that training. They've been to a camp together. They've had the same coach, Chad DeGrunion, coaching them in the summer. So you can tell. I mean, these guys both started varsity as sophomores, Luke Horn and Hunter Bejarano, and as juniors, they are looking crispier than last year, and that's the goal. And
crispier?
Yeah, and they have a full season to go.
All right. Definitely crispier. Okay. So Mingus is going to switch sides, so they're going to get an extra 100-yard jog in. So Mingus is going to start off going from right to left across your radio dial out there, as St. Mary's is going to kick off. Mingus won the toss, won the State Farm Savannah Fudge coin toss, but then deferred, and well, that didn't work out. Started the game with an 81-yard kickoff return against the Mingus Marauders. So, see if Mingus can start the second half, maybe return the favor, yes?
That's right. And that's the mindset that you have to have. The Marauders have Juju back there and Tristan Tim, and these are the guys that can do it. And here we go again. Here's another gasser, Jackie. They're going to swap sides again.
Okay, so that's not fair.
You got to give them a break now.
Yeah. So that is definitely not fair. When you've got a squad that isn't particularly deep, and you've got so many players going both offensive and defense, and then you make them run 200 yards.
That's some home field advantage right
there.
That is, and I know it's inadvertent, but everyone who knows football knows it's a long field that you got to go back and forth on right before you return a kick, no less.
Yeah, indeed. If you're the third approaches the ball, and our second half is underway. If we were at Mingus, a cannon would have gone off. It is going to come down. Looks like Tim has got it. Tries the middle, looks for a block, gets to the outside across the 30, runs into a tackle, and will be marked down at the 31. Not bad field position out there for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, Tim just letting his return team set up a couple blocks. And able to get out there, and yeah, you're right. I mean, Hunter Bejarano and this Mingus offense has a field to go, but they can do it. I mean, we've seen these guys start to connect on passes, so let's see if they can keep that momentum going this half.
Pretty field out here at Washington High School. St. Mary's, of course, we talked in the pregame, does not have a home field, and so therefore they have to borrow or rent fields. And
play a lot of games at Phoenix College.
Yeah, Brophy used to play at Phoenix College all the time. Mingus gets themselves set up here. They go a tight formation here. 3 men in the backfield. There is the snap, and there is the handoff. A run up the middle, and Mingus will get some positive yards out of it. And it'll be about 4 yards here on first down with Ortiz running the ball.
Yeah, and I absolutely love that. I mean, that's talked about it during halftime. You've got to get a run game established, and there we go. Marauders line up tight, do a really good job of getting some inside blocks, and Ortiz able to get forward.
41-7 as we start the second half here. Mingus needs to go on a scoring run of their own. They spread it out. 3 receivers set now with the tight end, and they will hand the ball off. It's going to be Ortiz, and Ortiz is going to lose yardage. Comes to the near side and loses 3 of the 4 he started with. It's going to be 3rd and 9.
Number 10, Liam Wolf.
Yeah, that's Liam Wolf out there on the tackle.
Loss on the play.
And also Timmy Fallon.
3rd down and 9.
They do just a good job getting in the Marauders' backfield, man. Ortiz got that handoff, and those guys just read it all the way.
Mingus will set up shop here again at their own 32-yard line. 3rd and long. Mingus needs to figure out how to make something work here. They go spread formation. Moore is going to line up as a tight end on the line. Bejarano takes the snap, fakes the handoff, goes to the outside. He's in trouble. It is thrown up and tipped away. Don't know if they were trying to do a screen or not, but St. Mary's was back there like they were riding horses.
Yeah, led by their big man, Jack Cool, who is a playmaker for St. Mary's. He's a menace on defense, and that time putting the good pressure on. He actually got a good hand on the ball.
At that size, I think it's called a paw.
Yeah, you're right.
4th and 9. Mingus is in a punt formation once again. The dangerous Brown is back at his own 34-yard line. Welly coming in with the play here for the Mingus Marauders. St. Mary's expecting punt, of course. Bassett is back.
The upback is number 14, Levi Christensen.
There's the snap. Snap is held, and Bassett is going to kick it. He runs with it for a little bit and then kicks it out of bounds. And we're going to see where they're going to mark it. And they are going to mark it at the 50-yard line. They're going to put it right at the 50-yard line. So Bassett was waiting for some time here, trying to get his special team men downfield, but then it kind of went off the side of the foot and out of bounds.
Yeah, good catch. I saw the same thing. I think Bassett just did not get a good foot on it. He almost probably could have taken off and ran it to that same spot.
Warren has 3 receivers, motion, no call. As he looks downfield and he gets hit in the backfield, somehow gets away and then throws it to a man to the outside, and it is going to be Chavez. Chavez is caught and taken down. Holy cow, they're going to get 3 yards out of something that should have been a 6-yard sack. Man, that was a magical play.
And Luke Horn acting like a magician out there. It was Trenton Patton who got the initial pressure for the Marauders and just kind of was falling down on him. Maybe he didn't realize that was Luke Horn, and he was kind of falling on, and then a couple more Marauders just couldn't wrap him up, and Luke just desperately throws that ball.
Fourth reception out there by Chavez. 2nd and 7 at the Mingus Marauder 47-yard line. There's the snap. They fake the handoff. Quarterback's in trouble. Gets out of it. Goes to the far side. Throws the ball up. And Cannon pushes off of his man and gets tripped up. Tim gets back to him. Cannon separated himself from the defense with a gigantic shove. And does separate himself from the defense. And then back down goes Tim. Wonder if Tim is hurt out there. That would not be good for the Mingus Marauders. And Tim is having some trouble getting back up, and now he is limping back to the sideline. That would be costly here for the Mingus Marauders. However, an illegal man downfield is going to erase the play, and it is going to be a penalty against St. Mary's. That is going to bring up 2nd and 12. So a 5-yard penalty on the play.
Yeah, that's a fortunate flag for the Marauders because, again, St. Mary's just making a play out of nothing. I mean, the pressure's on Horn. Cannon's covered well, and they end up making a play out of it. But, it all gets erased because the illegal man downfield.
Gonzalez comes back out to cover the dangerous Cannon. Horn out of shotgun, takes the snap, and they're going to hand it off. There goes Brown. Brown finds a lane. Off to the races he goes, and no one's going to catch him. A 52-yard touchdown run, and with that run, he goes over 100 yards here in this game and makes the score 47-7 over the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, just tough sledding for the Marauders. I mean, you get to see firsthand this is the quality and level of competition that it takes to be in the 4A playoffs. And I mean, St. Mary's is, I think you had said, partner, in the pregame, Max Preps has them all the way down at 14. And then a couple other polls I saw them had them in the top 5. Nonetheless, great competitive team, and boy, these guys have a lot of weapons.
52-yard breakaway by Brown. The kick is up and good, and making it 48-7, a 41-point lead here over the Mingus Marauders. 8:29 left to go in quarter number 3. We'll be back to Washington High School after this.
Hello, this is Chris with Tack Fabrication, your local provider for all things metal fabrication. Whether you need structural steel welding and fabrication, custom gates and architectural elements, or precision TIG welding, our experienced team has the necessary certifications and knowledge to finish the job with precision and quality. Give us a call or check out our website at tackfabrication.com or 928-204-1095.
Well, the clock is rolling here in quarter number 3. Mingus is going to have to score some points in order to get the clock back within the 41-point deficit that they are at this particular point. A run back, a kickoff return for a touchdown, that would do it.
That would definitely help.
For the third, boots it up, and it comes down. It's going to be Gonzalez. Gonzalez looks for somewhere to go, bounces to the outside, cuts inside, gets out of a tackle and across the 25 out to about the 27-yard line.
And long field for the Marauders offense, but you got to forget about what's happened in this game already. I mean, first game of the season, very, very rough start in the beginning here. But you know what? Marauders have a chance with the ball right now to slow things down a little bit for themselves and execute. Man, that's what it's about. We saw Ortiz get upfield last series. The offensive line was able to open up a couple holes. That's the kind of work we want to see out of the Marauders right now.
Mingus 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. come out with, well, it was 3 in the backfield. Now Welly is going to come up and go to a slot position. Bejarano's got his team set, and there is the snap, and he keeps it himself and will get sacked deep, and then hit it hard again.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a penalty.
So it is Sullivan out there with the sack, I believe. Ball is at the 20-yard line.
The refs are discussing it now on the far side over there. I mean, yeah, Bejarano he didn't stand a chance on that one.
Couldn't get around Sullivan. And it is going to be a penalty. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
Is a personal foul.
So the personal foul, it's going to leave it Mingus with a 1st and 3. How about that?
Yeah, that's, I'd call a flag of fortune there.
So the sack counts, but the penalty brings the ball forward.
Second down and 2 yards to go.
They officially see 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line. Bejarano's back, looks for somewhere to go, throws it out. Had more open for a moment and couldn't quite get it to him. That's going to bring up, now it is 3rd down. How about that? 3rd and 2 now.
The ball remains at the Mingus.
Yep, Marauders
35-yard line.
Getting close to the 4th down here. We'll love to see him convert this, get the 1st down, keep this drive alive. I mean, even though a penalty was the reason that the Marauders have a chance to get the 1st down here, use it. You got to capitalize it. Good teams are going to capitalize on moments like that.
Mingus comes back out to the line. 2 receivers either side. 3rd and 2 from their own 35-yard line. Bejarano with the snap and will keep it himself. Makes a football move and gets across to the 40-yard line and a 1st down. That'll move the chains for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, I love to see it. Great work by Hunter Bejarano. I mean, initial contact was right about the line of scrimmage, so he does do a good job of getting upfield. Using his athleticism to get the 1st down for the Marauders, and that's great. That's a big relief on our offensive line. You guys take a breath in the huddle. They're not in any kind of rush right now. Marauders are huddled up, taking their time, talking about the play.
Gail's Chocolate Sweet Treat is coming up 5 minutes from now between the 3rd and 4th quarter. 1st and 10. Mingus Marauders with 3 receivers to the top. 1 back in the backfield with Bejarano. There's the snap. And Bejarano looks, throws, has a man. Ooh, off the fingertips. Welly had that one. Wants that one back. That was right at the 50.
Yeah, that's a good route by Welly, too. I mean, that was exactly where you want to be. Bejarano with a good ball. Just can't come up with it. Marauders go to 2nd down. Thought that was well executed offensive line. Gave him plenty of time for that one.
2nd and 10. Mingus will go with 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen here at Verde Valley TV. There's the snap. Bejarano's back, has a little time, throws it out. Has a man in the flat, making a good move and across the 50. Pulled down from behind. And it's going to be a gain of 12 out there. And it looks like, I think that's Ortiz with the catch, yes?
Yes, it does look like Ortiz with the catch. I don't see any flags. The Marauders are still back that original line of scrimmage, but I think they're just no flag at all. They're just huddled up real far in the backfield.
So that was the first catch out there.
1st and 10, Mingus in St. Mary's territory.
By Ortiz. That goes for 12 yards and a 1st down. Mingus in St. Mary's territory at the 48-yard line. They put Hauser in motion. Quarterback's back, throws underneath and has his man, but hit very quickly. So Hauser picks up 2 yards on the reception, but it's positive yards out there. And St. Mary's has a man down. The man making the tackle is the one that is hurt. Number 3 out on the field. That'll stop the clock with 2:54 left to go here in quarter number 3. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. We'll return here to Washington High School after this.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We are homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $19 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
They're still working on the player. Looks like he's just about to get up, and he should get a hand here from the local fans here at St. Mary's. Glad that he is going to be okay and walking off under his own power. So when we return to action here, it'll be 2nd and 8 from the St. Mary's 46-yard line. Mingus trying to put together a drive here in the second half.
See if the offense can keep this momentum going on this drive. Last time we put together a drive like this, ended up in an INT. Great to see the Marauders punch through that, right? Hit the red zone. I think we talked about in halftime and pregame was finishing. Once we get in the red zone, got to finish that with some points.
There's the snap. Quarterback Bejarano goes around the corner. He has some green and blockers. Weaves his way through past the first down marker. Needed 8, got 9. That was a great design play. That was fantastic blocking downfield by the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, most certainly was. You got Ricky Cruz downfield laying some blocks. You got your offensive line up there. Nice job. Nice job by the big guys getting downfield, and just a good little stretch to get Hunter on the far side of the field. Give him some open turf to run in. I like it.
Mingus keeps the chains rolling. Trying to get the clock to be not continuous here. 1:40 left to go in quarter number 3. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Bejarano has got a clump of receivers to the near side. Now he's got to run. Finds his way through the green. Turns his back, gets hit in the back, picks up 2.
Yeah, quarterback just taking some abuse. Bejarano he doesn't see anyone downfield, so St. Mary's coverage was there. He had a few seconds in the pocket. It was slowly collapsing on him. Didn't see anybody, so just tucks it. And man, did he wait till last second to tuck it and run, but got a couple yards out of it.
Down to a minute left here to go in quarter number 3. Gail's Chocolate Sweet Treat is literally right around the corner here. 4 receivers set. Bejarano's back, looks, throws, has a man, and it is caught. Contested and caught by Welly. Fantastic job. He'll pick up 10.
Yeah, love to see it. Great awareness by Welly. Good route. Love to see the connection. Well, he's pumped after that one.
I would be too.
Yeah, same. And that's exactly what this offense needs. It's such a breath of fresh air when you're an offensive lineman and you know, your skill guys just came up with a great play like that. Bejarano to Welly. And you get to jog upfield, man. Another first down, and the Marauders almost in the red zone.
Looks like they may not get into the playoff here in the third quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 when we start the 4:48 from the 24-yard line of St. Mary's. And it is time for our first. It's going to be our first Gail's Chocolate Sweet Treat of the year. Now you can indulge in Gail's Irresistible Caramel Nut Cluster. Show them the nut cluster.
Yeah, so here's our nut cluster here.
This
huge. Is huge.
A decadent twist on the classic turtle and easily double the size. Whole roasted and slightly salted almonds are generously coated.
Yeah, this looks delicious.
I'm drooling. Buttery caramel and then enrobed in a luscious layer of smooth, velvety chocolate. The perfect combination of crunchy, salty, chewy, and sweet. Every bite is pure chocolate bliss. Is it pure chocolate bliss?
Yeah, this is pure bliss.
It's the kind of treat that makes you savor every bite and immediately reach for another and another. And that's a touchdown for your taste buds here in the Gales Chocolate Sweet Treat Courts. Gales Chocolate on Main Street in Cottonwood or online at galeschocolate.com.
There's a good caramel pull. Oh, it's good. Yeah. Yeah, this has got a good caramel. What a caramel layer that is.
Oh my gosh.
That's really,
Just
really good.
the little drizzles of chocolate are fantastic.
Oh, yeah, and then the almonds at the bottom of it. That's delicious.
Oh, my gosh.
That's what we needed. That's what we needed right here. Here's the turnaround.
Holy cow.
Gale's Chocolate's always
We're back to
delivering.
football. Bearano slips a tackle, goes to the right, tries to turn, gets down to the 20-yard line, give him 4. I am sorry, I am chewing in your ear.
It's delicious. That was awesome. That's exactly what we needed to give us a boost up here in the box. As well as the Marauders offense finally coming alive. Absolutely love to see Bejarano making some plays on this series.
Holy cow. 2 or 3 bites of that, and I'll have a sugar rush all the way home, man.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow, that's rich. They have such good stuff there. I mean, you could literally just spend like an entire weekend locked in the store. Like, nobody knows you're there.
That sounds dangerous.
Bejarano throws. No! Overthrows his man. Trying to twist and turn around was Moreno, trying to get his first reception of the year. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 from the 20.
Okay, gut check time for the Marauders offense. Here you go. This is a great little test. 3rd down. If you're the Marauders right now, you got the scoreboard out of your mind. You're just worried about executing right now. I mean, if you do score, you can get this back into a stopping clock.
10:20 left to go here in the game. 48-7 your score. St. Mary's on top. Bejarano leading the Mingus Marauders. Looks and almost hands it off. Keeps it himself. Up the middle he goes and will pick up the first down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, well done right there by the offense. Great execution. Hunter's going to keep that all day. Good job following his blockers, using his patience. He didn't try to get in front of them, make anything happen. He just followed his blockers, and then good job at the end, making sure you get the first down.
Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Mingus in the dreaded red zone here. Can they make it work? They're 1 for 1, by the way, in the red zone. 3 receivers to the top side. They throw up underneath and going down for it and not making the catch. Intended receiver out there was Moreno.
And Moreno wants one. He wants one. That was close. I think that was thrown a little bit low by Hunter, but to be fair, there was a lot going on. A lot of traffic in that area.
3 receivers to the top side. He actually had 2 different receivers to choose from. 2 receivers were open on that one. 9 minutes left to go here in the game. 2nd and 10. Oh, that was weird. Right behind the umpire on the far side of the field, a guy is throwing the ball up in the air. I thought it was a flag. I'm like, what's he calling the flag for? There's the snap. And the handoff is fumbled. Looked like Bejarano might have wanted to keep it. Ortiz looked like he was trying to get it. And it looks like St. Mary's comes up with the ball.
Yeah, that takes the wind literally right out of the sails. That's a tough one. Now your defense has a very tall task in coming out here and trying to put together a stop. Boy, that is just a tough break for the Marauders. I think you called it the best, partner. I think Ortiz was hanging on to it a little long, and Bejarano wasn't sure, really, if he should keep it or give it. St. Mary's just, you got to give kudos to them, man. Bring in the pressure, forcing a turnover like that.
Second takeaway here by the Knights. They steal the ball twice. Now with 7 minutes and 50 seconds left to go, they're going to eat clock. There's the snap. There's the handoff coming to the near side. And a new runner in the game. It's going to be number 23. I do not have number 23. And we have a man down for the Mingus Marauders. And getting up slowly out there is going to be Ethan Moore.
Yikes.
He's
hop off.
Yep, he's going to hop off on 1 foot out there. Get some help from a coach on the far side of the field. Hopefully that's just a ding.
No gain on the play. Second down. 10 yards to go from the...
2nd and 10 out here for St. Mary's. That would be absolutely crucial against the Mingus Marauders. No gain on the run. There is the snap, and there is another handoff. Mingus will contain it. Number 23 running the ball again.
Number 23, Rod
Saeed, I believe, is the runner on that one, yes?
Yep, that's right. Regan Stokes on the tackle there, number 10 for the Marauders.
3rd down and 7. The ball is at the St. Mary's 12.
Isaiah Ortiz also came in, had a good hit at the end of that one too. Regan had him wrapped up, and Isaiah Ortiz comes in and gives him a nice hit.
It is 3rd and 7 from the 13-yard line. Mingus trying to make their first stop of the game. 4 receivers set, quarterback's back. He's going to throw, has a man wide open. Getting behind the defense. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, and a touchdown out there. Number 9 with the reception. Got behind the defense, and that works out to be an 87-yard pass play.
Wow, and that is just an absolute showcase of talent. That's all you can say. St. Mary's definitely a little bit of blown coverage, but if I'm being fair, wide receiver on the other side for St. Mary's had himself open too. Everybody kind of got behind the Marauders defense there, and I mean, you're just not going to catch some of these kids at St. Mary's. These guys have a lot of speed, playoff bound team, and they are showing it here tonight.
The kick is up, and it is good. So 54-7, the score with 6:11 left to go in this one. Mingus will have the ball probably at least one more time. We're going to take a break. We'll return to Washington High School after this.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
54-7. Your score out here. The Mingus Marauders are going to get the ball back.
Number 24, Hector Lipa.
The pair will kick off one more time here for the St. Mary's Knights as they try to get players out there in the right positions. They go equal this time, 5-5 on either side. Mingus has 2 men back, Gonzalez being one of them. There is the kick. It's going to come to the near side, and it'll be taken by Tim at about the 14-yard line. Bounces off a couple of tackles, gets a little bit of an extra push, and out to the 31-yard line. Not a bad return out there for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, Tim just a little bit of patience, right? Let his guys in front of him set up a block or two, and yeah, he does a good job. Makes contact and keeps his legs moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Not the worst field position, but still a long field for the Marauders to go. But again, I mean, just going to keep circling back how important it is to forget about what's happened, focus on this drive. We have seen the Marauders put together a couple drives. Both of those drives ended with turnovers. And so what you have to do is you have to put together another drive. You've got to keep banging the drum. You've got to put together another drive and then not turn it over. And then obviously the tide starts to turn there.
Here come the Mingus Marauders, 2 receivers, either set with a tight end. Bejarano gets his play. He's set. Handoff. Comes to the near side. A little bit of running room. How about that? The Mingus Marauders will skim forward for about 3.
Number 9, Isaiah Ortiz.
And that's going to actually be Bassett with the run. Bassett has had 3 positive runs here in this game.
Yeah, he's proven himself to be quite a dog. Good blocks out there by Ricky Cruz, guard for the Marauders, and then also Welly with a good lead block.
Down to 4 minutes left in this one. So Mingus needs 48 points in 4 minutes.
I do believe that is impossible.
Or it'd be really fun to watch.
Yeah.
3 receivers set once again. Bejarano with the snap, and he will hand off. And Bassett runs forward, bangs his way forward, and gets another 3.
Yeah, Marauders in no rush right now, no hurry up. I mean, no point in running the hurry up this far behind. Again, you just circle back to execution.
Well, at this point, you need to make sure that you don't end up with an injury in a game that you have no chance, right? So, you know, you're okay to take a few less plays at this point.
I would say so. Yeah, and I'm an over-competitive, guy, and I would also say that you've got to have that on the back of your mind too. Be a little bit cautious.
3 receivers here on the near side. On the far side, it's going to be Carrillo. There is the snap, and there is the handoff. Bassett still running hard up toward the first down marker. They're going to mark him a yard short. That's going to bring up 4th and 1 from the 40. Why not?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, and shoot, why not go to Bassett again? And he's, I absolutely, all you young running backs, Bassett included in that young running back category. Keep your feet moving. When you are getting tackled, keep those feet moving. That's how you break tackles. That's how you can, scamper out of them. And Bassett does a great job of doing that. He's not one that is going to go down by first contact. The Marauders love to see it.
Well, he goes to the far side. There's the snap, and it is going to go to Bassett. Bassett drives his way forward, and he will pick up the first down, according to Landon Backus.
Good call by Landon, and he's right. Marauders will pick it up, and boy, called that one. Love to see it. Bassett finishing off that first down right there for the Marauders. That's hard work, though.
Oh, yeah.
He barely got there, and that's brutal work. I wouldn't want to run the ball into a group of knights like that.
$1:30 left. Backus tries his hand at referee. How about that? I love this.
He's 1 for 1.
He's looking down the line, and he's bending forward. He's making the motion. Does the first down.
It's a good call.
4 receivers set. Bejarano's back, looks to throw, throws it downfield into a mass of individuals. It's incomplete. Less than a minute left to go.
That will not stop the clock. That's going to keep cruising.
We're into continuous clock at this point. Even within the final minute.
2nd down and 10. Ball remains at the 31.
Second half here. 3 receptions. 3 completions out here for Bejarano. He's trying to get to the 4th. 30 seconds left as Mingus approaches the line once again. Everybody checks the wrists. Bejarano, 1 back behind him, 2 receivers either side. Claps his hand and steps back, throws, has a man, throws into double coverage out there. Intended receiver was going to be Carrillo. And I don't think Mingus is going to get another playoff as we are coming down. 3 seconds left to go in this one. The season is officially underway, and game 1 is in the books as The St. Mary's Knights take down the Mingus Marauders here by a score of 55-7. 55-7. We're going to get into our 360 Automotive post-game show coming up when we return to Washington High School after this.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare over 150 different insurance companies for home, auto, commercial, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance in Cottonwood.
I'm here for service and ready for battle.
No need. We're your neighborhood go-to for easy, fast, and friendly car care. Tires, brakes, oil, and free services like flat repair, alignment check, and brake inspection.
So no upselling, overpricing, or fake repairs.
Nope.
And I get all that free stuff.
Yep. So you don't really need all this.
Big Brand Tire and Service. Big on fast, big on friendly.
For over 20 years, Roxu Screen Printers has been the Verde Valley's choice for custom business and sporting apparel. Bring your ideas and logos to Roxu Screen Printers and watch as your creations come to life. Choose from an extensive selection of items available for your company, team, or organization's logo. From t-shirts and hats, specialty items, and embroidered company attire, you can get started with a quote by calling 928-646-5734 or email dawn@rockzoo.com. That's ROKZOO.com.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We are homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $19 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
The stadium is a monument to what you've done. The mountain is the question of what you'll do next. From the asphalt to the altitude, the climb demands everything. Traction, torque, an engine that refuses to stall when the incline breaks the rest. You don't reach the summit as a passenger. You reach it by taking command. Because greatness isn't just about standing at the peak. It's about the relentless machinery inside that gets you there. Playmakers, Drive Jones.
Welcome to the 360 Automotive post-game show. Jackie Bessler and Nick Yatsenko along with you here at Washington High School. And, well, week one did not go the Mingus Marauders' way. The highly touted St. Mary's Knights took care of business 55-7 over the Mingus Marauders. I want to thank 360 Automotive for sponsoring our post-game show. Of course, they're located on Main Street, and you can schedule your appointment at 360, those are the numbers, 360autoaz.com. At 360 Automotive in Cottonwood, they keep your ride road ready with reliable and affordable maintenance and repairs, locally owned and operated. Well, it started real quickly with two special teams plays, and all of a sudden the Mingus Marauders found themselves down 14-0 here to St. Mary's. It was an 81-yard kickoff return to start off the game, and then a punt return of 61 yards, the first punt of the season here for the Mingus Marauders. Then Mingus, with 6:44 in the first quarter, would score its first touchdown of the season, only touchdown of the game, a 2-yard run by Bejarano, a good drive by Mingus. The extra point by Bassett was good. It was 14-7. Then it was all St. Mary's. It was Green and Knights all the way from there. 4:47 left to go, a 5-yard run by Brown. That would be his first of 2 touchdowns of the game. Horn, a 29-yard keeper on the ground up the middle with 10:52 left to go as the second quarter started. 9:07 left to go, a couple of pass plays. 9:07 and 3:18 left to go in the first half as Horn finds Chavez twice, once for 40 yards and once for 11 yards. The 11-yard one, he caught it after he had been interfered with and was sitting in the end zone on his butt. How about that? That's a good catch.
Yeah, pretty good focus.
A 52-yard breakaway in the third quarter with 8:29 left to go as Brown gets his second touchdown of the game. And then an 87-yard pass play in the fourth quarter with 6:11 left to go to number 9. I don't know who number 9 is. I didn't have that on my schedule, or on my roster. I didn't get a complete roster here from St. Mary's. 55-7 here for the Mingus Marauders. Mingus did not get shut out.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. That's obviously, we'll talk about that highlight as we go into next week. But, yeah, partner, it almost feels like we never got the chance to get going. You know, when you give up 2 special teams plays like the Marauders did to open up the game, let alone the season, the Marauders are going to have to get in the locker room, have a great week of practice, and forget about how that started. Obviously, practice your special teams. Make sure you're tightening up out there on that. Because, yeah, I mean, the start on special teams just put us in such a hole that the Marauders could never get going, really. We saw Bejarano cap off a drive. That was a great drive the Marauders had. It was a couple big plays, and then Bejarano finished it off. Great to see us find the end zone. That was early in the game, too. Then the next couple big drives that were 40 yards or more drives ended in turnovers. And that right there is what, just take away their special teams touchdowns. You take away their defense, the touchdown they score off the interception. This is a little bit of a closer game. And then if the Marauders can capitalize on those big drives instead of turning over, then it's a total flip-flop. So I think the Marauders have a few things that they can look at over the week. Tough start to the season, but it's also a very tough team to start the season out with.
We'll take a break here in our 360 Automotive postgame. When we come back, we'll go through some individual stats, some impressive stats here for week 1 in high school football, a special Thursday night edition of Mingus Marauder football on the road. We'll talk about the upcoming games for Mingus as well. The next opponent for St. Mary's, how about that? Coconino, another Grand Canyon region opponent. We'll return to Washington High School after this.
Whether you're doing new construction, a remodel, or just filling in the bare spots, there's only one place to go in the Verde Valley for the best in rock, sand, gravel, and boulders, Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies. They also stock flagstone, bagged Portland cement, Belgard pavers, Phoenix pavers, Acker stone, artificial turf, and now even rebar and culvert. Make them your one-stop shop, have it delivered, or stop by their yard on 89A in Cottonwood. Let Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies rock your world.
Larry Green Chevrolet has been an important partner to this community for over 30 years. Whether it be offering outstanding service and deals to the Verde Valley or providing support to schools, charities, and community events, we have made it a part of our business. We love and support the growth and future of Cottonwood and our surrounding areas. That's why we refer to our dealership as the People Place. Larry Green Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Mingus softball. Go Marauders!
Hello, this is Chris with TAC Fabrication, your local provider for all things metal fabrication. Whether you need structural steel welding and fabrication, custom gates and architectural elements, or precision TIG welding, our experienced team has the necessary certifications and knowledge to finish the job with precision and quality. Give us a call or check out our website at tacfabrication.com or 928-204-1095.
The Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce is proud to support the businesses, families, and future of our community. From job fairs and ribbon cuttings to free community events and networking opportunities, they're helping local businesses grow and creating meaningful connections that last. Because when the community thrives, our kids do too. Join the movement today at verdevalleychamber.org. Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, helping businesses grow today to create a stronger tomorrow. Go Marauders!
The Verde Valley turns to Western Valley Builders for custom homes and commercial buildings. Count on Western Valley Builders for ground-up construction, including dream custom homes or spectacular remodels for the perfect living area or bathroom you've always wanted. Western Valley Builders can even remodel your outdoor play space. Proud parents of Mingus quarterback Hunter Bejarano. Call Western Valley Builders at 928-301-4300. That's 928-301-4300.
Back here at Washington High School, well, 55-7 the final score as the scoreboard is off here tonight. The victorious squad here from St. Mary's, Chavez receiving 4 receptions, 62 yards, 2 touchdowns here in the game. Horn throwing the ball, ends up 6 for 10, 154 yards and 3 touchdowns. Of course, 87 of that yardage came in one last pass play to number 9 here. The final score of the game was 6:11 left to go here in the fourth quarter. On the ground, Horn had 63 yards and a touchdown. Brown had 8 carries, 110 yards, and a couple of touchdowns to go with that. Cannon held to just 5 yards on 1 reception here in this one. He had 3 touchdowns against the Mingus Marauders last season in the first game. For the Mingus Marauders, Hunter Bejarano, 6 for 17 here with 114 yards. He got sacked twice, 1 interception. His touchdown came on the ground. He had 12 carries and 43 yards. Bassett added another 6 carries for 17 yards here in this one. I think Tristan Tim was the leading receiver here for the Mingus Marauders with 1 reception for 58 yards. Ethan Moore had 2 receptions for 32 yards. Welly had another one for 10 yards here in this one. And a couple of things. We had Hauser with a reception for 2 yards. Ortiz had 1 for 12 yards here today. Those were the 6 receivers or 6 receptions here in the game for the Mingus Marauders. Osman going out in the second quarter looked like he had a fair amount of ice on the shoulder. Yep. That would be a huge loss. We saw Moore dinged up here at the end of the game in the fourth quarter. That can't happen for the Mingus Marauders for certainly sure.
Yeah, that's some tough fortune right there. And hopefully those guys are going to be okay as they get in the week and obviously take the weekend to ice themselves. Again, this is a Thursday game, so they do have that extra day to prepare and hopefully heal. Because, the Marauders just frankly don't have the depth chart to be reaching into. And Houseman and Moore, a couple of big playmakers.
Definitely.
And we're already waiting for Pelletier to join us and Midkiff to come back from a scrimmage injury. So, can't let the injury bug start to get to us. Hopefully those guys are going to be okay.
So, it didn't really have a score. Flagstaff playing Marcos Denizic here tonight. What was the only score?
Yeah, the only update I could find on that one was 7-0 Marcos Deniza. AIA website had the game final 7-0 Marcos Deniza winning.
Wow.
I'm not quite sure if that's the end of it, but the AIA site has that one official.
Another big one out there here tonight. How about starting with Hamilton and Brophy?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Marquee matchup.
That is a in week 1? Yeah. Serious?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
On a Thursday night, so a lot of those teams in those big divisions were watching that one tonight.
Indeed. We don't have a score on that one here. Coming up for the St. Mary's Knights, they're going to go on to play the Coconino Panthers, another Grand Canyon region opponent here. The Coconino Panthers went as far as St. Mary's did last year, going into the second round of the playoffs. And the Mingus Marauders are going to get to go home. In fact, the Mingus Marauders are going to be home for the month of September. Can you believe it?
It's awesome.
Oh, my goodness.
The whole month of September.
Yes.
We're in the cave.
Holy cow. The bus can, go into the shop, get a whole transmission.
That's so true.
Yeah,
man, we're home.
Oh, my goodness. So, Australia Foothills will be the first opponent coming to see the Mingus Marauders. That will be next Friday at Mingus Union High School at the Cave. We want to thank our producer here tonight, Sam Jocham. I want to thank our camera crew, Becca Bonner, Tito Galindo, and Kieran Hale for all of our pictures and sources and camera work out here today. I'm Jackie Bessler, Nick Yatsenko, and we will look forward to seeing you next Friday night at Mingus Union High School. Good night, everyone.
Thanks for tuning into this broadcast of Mingus Union High School varsity football on Verde Valley Television. A rebroadcast of this game can be found at verdevalleytv.com, on our Cablecast app, and on YouTube absolutely free. Any reproduction of today's game without the express written permission of Verde Valley Television is strictly prohibited. Today's game sponsors include Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies on 89A in Cottonwood. They rock your world. Best by Far Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. When you need plumbing experts, they are the best by far. The Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, helping businesses grow today to create a stronger tomorrow. Hyundai of Cottonwood on Rodeo Drive in Cottonwood, where every day is a great day in a Hyundai. Salt River Materials Group. For 60 years, they've been a premier employer and community supporter in the Verde Valley. Taylor Waste, one of your last local options for trash and recycling pickup in the Verde Valley and Quad Cities. Larry Green Chevrolet, the people place. Find them online at larrygreenchevrolet.com. 360 Automotive, getting your car road ready for sports, school, and family. Manhattan, they've got you covered with a hat for every sports team or a make-it-your-own hat. Tack Fabrication, honesty in metal fabrication. Find them online at tackfabrication.com. Dale's Chocolates, delicious handcrafted chocolates in Old Town Cottonwood. They do it for the love of chocolate. Tiffany Construction, building Arizona since 1925. Big Brand Tires, local service, national warranty. Find them on 89A in Cottonwood. Rock Zoo Screen Printing, custom t-shirts, embroidery, and screen printing. State Farm agent Savannah Fudge. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. U.S. Air Force Recruiting. Nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force. Find more at airforce.com. Western Valley Builders, constructing your Verde Valley project.